Hey, yo, what's good, man? We are back with another episode of the Real Rap Coalition podcast. And today we come to bring y'all another episode of our Crash Course segment where we covering the Saw franchise, man. Today we got Saw 6. Before we get into that, man, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Showtime Slim. Who else we got in the building?
The only motherfucker to make it out of Saw Trap, man.
Okay. Lord Pujols, man. The greatest. Let's go.
All right, man. KTL, you want to take the lead on this shit?
Get your energy up, Slim. Pause.
My bad. We had to wait like an hour for some reason, man. I don't know why.
You had to wait an hour?
Yeah, we had to wait like an hour for some reason.
The schedule said 8:25, so you really only had to wait what?
That's a fact, but somebody like niggas tagged me like an hour ago. Well, over an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody know where OG Trey at?
It was busy or something?
Fuck that boy, man. Let's talk about this shit.
It was busy, bro.
I mean,
not with that level of energy.
I wouldn't have. Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, KTL. Waiting an hour, like it's definitely draining. That shit draining, bro.
What you was waiting an hour for though?
I wasn't doing shit for an hour.
That's your fault, nigga.
No, so I had to leave. Did you see what I said in the chat? Like
No,
the
bro.
power went out like on the whole side of where I'm at.
Let me see that.
Yeah, that shit went out.
Slim
like
just been sitting in the dark for an hour. Pujols waiting on this.
Nah, nigga, I left. I'm not there. If I was there, I wouldn't be here.
Where you at?
He went to A Meat.
You got a bitch out there?
I'm not in no fucking AV, nigga. Like, I don't even go there.
Where you at? Baton Rouge?
It is a girl. Yeah, it is a girl like close to Amy, but
She
No,
subscribed?
she didn't.
Shout out to her.
What's wrong with her?
I ain't talked to her in like I don't know, probably a couple weeks, but anyways, this show ain't about her.
This shit don't even say we live. This shit still say scheduled for me. That's
this shit
crazy.
say live.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes and 45 seconds, man. Let's get it, KTL.
All right, man. I don't know, man.
Maybe you should leave and come back though.
If
you want your shit to change.
No, that's fine. I didn't even I ain't even really watch this movie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But
yes, you did.
All right. So Saw 6, man. Crash Course, like and subscribe, man. Spoiler alert, etc. You know, all that good shit.
Comment too, man.
Yeah, we
Luther.
6 movies in. Is he here?
Nah, he not. We just hit 1K, didn't we? We just hit 1K today.
Oh, 1K subscribers. Let's go.
No, nigga.
Close.
On Girl Next Door. And we dropped that Stone Cold. We dropped that Stone Cold short yesterday, bro. That bitch basically did all his views in like 4 hours, and ain't do shit else really.
What happened?
Hey, bro, I don't care.
That
what
bitch cooled the fuck off, nigga.
That shit definitely like top 3 viewed shorts we got. So fuck it.
KTL said he was like, yeah, this shit on pace to pass the They Clone Tyrone shit.
It was.
I said yeah. It got like half the views in 3 hours. Nigga, that shit got the same amount. Nigga, half.
That old had like a quarter of the views in less than an hour. Like
that's a fact. Like 45 minutes. It was like 45 minutes when Poole said that shit was like one whatever that was.
I was tripping when I seen that shit. I was like, what the fuck? It's a glitch.
Nah, that bitch shot up quick, nigga, and then
I told
nothing
you, bro,
else.
That's algorithm Pujols, man.
Yeah, man. I told y'all followed me last week.
I tried warning y'all, bro. Hey, Slim, you put some shit where a guy named Pujols talked about Stone Cold liking Hispanic people and shit. People was like, oh, really? Like, he must know, you know?
But why they didn't tell their friends after that? Because we ain't really getting no more traction.
Because, like, you can only talk so much about a dirty piece of shit Stone Cold movie.
That's how it started, too. I love it. It's grimy.
It's disgusting.
It's a piece of shit.
Everybody
Stone Cold
laughing. They thought that shit was funny.
Get your commentary up, fuck niggas.
I don't even remember that shit like that.
I'm pretty good with mine. I don't know about Slim.
I don't think that shit would get no reaction these days, KTL.
What?
We got higher standards, not Pujols. The shit that he said.
I mean, we be crashing out nowadays. We didn't crash out back then.
We got higher standards now, Pujols. We got higher standards. Come on, KTL. 5 minutes in, man. Let's get
I
it.
can't see the timer, bro. So
he said Saw 6 one time.
I tried to start talking about this.
And
shit,
then he went to something else. Like
Man, I was telling folks to like and subscribe, and you want to talk about the girl next door.
Facts. We just hit 1K. It's lit.
Shout out to her. But right, all right. Saw 6, man. We got, after this we got 3 movies left, man. Saw 10 coming out the 29th. We gonna be in the building. Saw 6 opens. We go back to the
Probably like 27 or 28, bro.
yeah,
yeah,
probably.
Go ahead.
We go back to the traditional, formula. A motherfucker start the movie in a trap, So you see a black lady and a fat white dude in this shit where they got an apparatus on their head with some bolts going into their skull. The jigsaw tape cut on, and you find out that they are loan sharks, basically. They loan people money, and they know they can't pay that bitch back, so they go take their shit when they can't pay them their shit back. So he say, hey, you got a scale over there. You gonna have to exact your pound of flesh, and whichever, like, them bitches gonna keep burrowing into your skull and shit. Whoever don't make it in 60 seconds, it's over with for you. So they got knives and all type of shit in there, and fat ass buddy just go start cutting pieces off his stomach and shit.
That nigga was not bullshitting.
He wasn't playing, boy.
Hell no. And that bitch lift up her shirt. She look at her stomach. She said, I ain't got that shit. Damn, yeah, flexing ass.
I was thinking the same shit. I was like, this nigga got a whole bunch of flesh, like a bunch of fat that he can
a whole bunch of flesh
off.
sounds crazy.
I don't know if it does or not, but he had a whole bunch of fat that he can cut off. So
yeah, that
he had the right idea.
Unfair trap in that capacity.
I was thinking that too. Like, he had the right idea. She just like kind of outsmarted.
I'm about to say, like, Buddy thought he could just like get off by shedding some pounds. And
I feel like normally he would win doing that.
Hey, this bitch went through her whole life, going to them yoga classes and exercise and keeping that body snatched. Now it's a problem, bitch. Now you had to cut your own fucking arm off. You feel me? Yeah, so that bitch, she starts sawing at that hole with like a regular ass knife, and then she just finally take a cleaver and chop that hole off. I think she cut that hole off like above the elbow or some shit. I don't know.
When I seen this scene, I was like, okay, this is where we about to finally get the senseless gore that niggas be talking about. Like,
we got that 3 movies ago.
I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it's been crazy.
Slim, you ain't see the wreck?
That wasn't really gore like that to me.
The last movie ended with Hoffman getting crushed by a wall, and he had a bone and he had a bone sticking out his arm.
That's not outrageous gore though. Yeah, we saw his arm.
It is to me. There was like blood going, like dropping all on that box and shit.
Come on, bro. That was like, did you see this shit in this first scene?
All she did was cut her arm off, bro. Man,
no, him
foot
too.
Off in the first movie.
Come on, bro. Like, just sawing your foot off. That's not so. Who else? You understand what I'm trying to say about like senseless gore?
Yeah.
Like that. I don't think we've seen nothing like this first scene really in none of these movies for real. Like, this shit was just like I was like, this shit just mindless, doing it just for the sake of just like, the shit that Black Roots don't like. I don't think we got that in this franchise.
I just don't agree with you on that one.
Yeah, like the shit you said about
the bitch get her scalp peeled off and fucking.
Well, I just feel like this was like more
I guess you're saying it more so because the movie starts out this way.
Well, I mean, I don't think there are too many scenes like that in the previous movies. Like, this whole scene was just gore, like nothing else.
Well,
I don't think I've seen that a lot.
Here's the question. We always talk about this shit. Y'all think y'all could have like won or survived this trap?
This nigga Pujols. That nigga trying to get out of trap right now, bro. You hear that nigga?
Yeah, hey, Slim, he's locking all the deadbolts and shit so John Kramer don't get on his ass.
He just started the fucking timer, nigga. I heard the timer start, nigga.
Hey, Pujols, we told you, bro, don't yank on that chain. Like,
get the key.
That bitch is in your eye.
It's at the bottom of your bottle.
That's easy.
Oh, yeah, you gave him the easiest trap in the world.
He gonna drink the fuck out that shit.
Yeah, he do that shit regular. Like,
does the audience know he an alcoholic or no?
Yeah, I made a joke about it a couple movies ago.
Well, what are you?
Man.
What's your vices?
I'm your partner, bro.
I'm a narcissist, and Slim, well, we talked about him, but yeah.
What you talked about me, KTF?
the animals and kids. Slim, did you think you would make it in this trap?
The flesh trap?
Yeah, you think you would have won that hoe?
Oh, fuck no.
Damn, bro, you can't win shit.
That nigga ass.
Hey,
Because
I don't think I've heard a single trap Slim said he would win yet. Like,
I mean, the problem with this trap is that it's not
you don't
just
gotta cut your eye, bro. Just cut your hand off or something. Like,
the problem with it, bro. Did you see what the fat nigga did, KTL, and he still didn't win?
But you might not.
What
you might not
what
be
I
in there
think,
with a nigga like him. You might be
hell
in there
yeah,
with
bro.
a
You
scary
might
nigga.
just like.
so
you
what
might,
I'm thinking,
you might
Pools,
just be in there
is
against Black Roots or something. Like,
I think I beat Roots, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's the I don't think it's just like a normal thing for a person to just be able to just like cut a bunch of their flesh and just be all right and able to do this. Yeah, I just don't think I would win
that
naturally.
bitch definitely had to tourniquet her arm off. You know
Yeah,
what
like
I'm saying?
she was not gonna win unless she
The crazy
like,
thing
cut
is
her-
that she immediately went there. Like, soon as she saw, like, she immediately just
She
went,
had
"Hey,
no
my
choice.
whole arm is going, bro."
you
Like,
know what, she hesitated for a while because she thought about
I
like
don't
cutting
think
something
so,
else.
bro. Like, I'm saying,
Oh,
she
she definitely
immediately
hesitated.
like tied that bitch around her arm, boy. She
Hell
spent
nah, she didn't.
45
Nah, she just
seconds cutting her
she was
arm.
just thinking
That bitch
like,
waited like
damn,
30
I
seconds.
don't got enough, bro. I gotta do this shit.
I don't
Yeah,
got enough.
That
Like,
was the only thing
the
she could do,
hesitation I
honestly.
saw was that bitch was like, "Oh, I don't want to cut my fingers. Fuck it, I'm gonna cut my whole arm."
She didn't want to cut her stomach either. Then she lifted up
She ain't have
her
a
She
shirt.
ain't
nigga.
had no stomach. That's why she ain't do it.
I mean, yeah, he had more.
This is a message to all you.
So, do y'all think y'all will win that trap?
Maybe.
Nah, not me.
I think there's a possibility.
So both of y'all just said the same shit I said.
No, I think but like when I
You
hear
never
you
said
say
you
it,
would
I
pass
feel
one,
like
though.
it's because you're
That's
like,
not
"Oh, I
true.
don't
Go
have
back to like one of the last two, nigga. I definitely said I would win one. I just don't know what it was.
Hell no."
But
you
I
didn't.
said I can't do nothing with no eyes. Anything with eyes, I can't do.
Slim, what I'm saying is like I think like when you say it, I hear you saying like, "Damn, I can't just like cut my arm off or some shit." I'm not saying that.
I didn't say any of that.
So like saying that like I don't
So
know.
what you gotta do first
if
is
I
stop
would
putting
win
words in my mouth.
again. Well, I just heard it how you said it. You know.
What I was saying was
Right.
I don't think I can win this game because I don't think I would be able to just
You
like
don't know who your opponent's gonna be.
even still, I wouldn't think that I'm like you said Black Roots. I'm like, yeah, I think I could beat Black Roots. But for most people in the world, I don't think I would be able to cut myself fast enough and enough of myself to just be able to just like beat somebody in that competition. Like I just I don't see it. But if it's Roots, I definitely think I could beat that nigga.
I don't know. I think I might got rules.
Yeah, I might too.
That nigga military trained, bro.
Well, first things first,
Roots sit behind a desk.
Just say like, "Hey, Pujols, some motherfucker just say like, you gotta like drop some shit on that scale. Roots just gonna cut his hair off, and Slim's
my
gonna be at a
job was more
disadvantage."
physical than Roots' job.
You right.
Is
But
it?
shout out Roots though. Yeah, hell yeah, Roots sit at the desk.
Yeah, but like
security.
also like Roots had to get pepper sprayed to get his job and shit.
Ooh, pepper spray.
That shit hurt, nigga.
Hell yeah,
Ooh.
Slim ain't never been pepper sprayed.
I can
Well,
tell.
yeah, he has. Never mind.
Ooh, pepper spray.
He got pepper sprayed.
Yeah,
Bro, niggas get pepper
he
spray in
ran
the
up
hood all
on
the
a
time,
girl,
bro.
Pujols.
Bitch done sprayed him down.
Hell yeah.
No, but I had a bitch play around with one of them fucking taser shit, nigga. I was pissed.
You got tased?
Hell nah, but she kept
That
like
bitch was
putting that
acting like
bitch.
she was gonna do it. She clicked that hoe and
like
pointed at
stupid
it.
ass shit.
That hoe play too much, bro.
Hey,
And
that's
I was
that
in the store with
misery
that.
bitch that Slim said he messaged.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And I was in the store with that hoe too. We was in Walmart when Walmart was open. Like,
She was gonna tase the fuck out you. In the
yeah,
middle
she
of
got
the
that
store.
bitch in Walmart playing with that bitch. Like, get your ass on.
All
That's
right,
why
man.
you should have just beat the whole ass in there, right?
I don't beat up women, nigga.
Oh, you don't?
Nah, I don't believe in domestic.
What's
We
your
at the
rather
Real
do?
Rap Podcast. We respect,
I choked them hoes,
women.
but I don't beat on them hoes.
That don't count.
We respect women over here,
So
man.
you'd rather watch a rape
That's all I
movie with
do.
a bitch or beat a whole ass?
The first one.
Have you done either one before?
Yes.
What was the outcome?
He got beat up.
She had PTSD.
Oh, that ain't funny.
You brought it up, nigga.
I'm not even laughing at what he
You
said.
brought it
Pujols
up.
always laughs at some shit and says, "Man, this shit ain't funny." Like
That's what
Hey, hold on. Hey, go to
when
the movie,
Trey
bro.
was saying that shit 2 movies ago, Pujols was like, "Man, that shit ain't funny," and he's laughing the whole time, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Ain't never gonna get monetized.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck, Puos.
You brought it up, like.
I feel like last House on the Left is also.
Oh
I don't know
my
if it's
That's definitely a rape movie.
but I will definitely watch one of them too. Like Last House on the Left, fire. Like,
Yeah,
that shit
alright.
crazy.
It's dope. Though.
I had never seen Girl in the Basement, but I've seen Last House on the
Man.
Left. I definitely put that on.
Niggas, man.
Yeah, I'm not.
Come
like,
here.
What?
Be like, come here.
What?
Oh no,
You gotta hold her close, KT, because she
Slim,
might
what
be
are you talking
scared.
about, man? Saw 6, right? So
She might be
it
scared,
goes
nigga.
to-
The fuck?
Man, it goes over to
Yeah,
Hoffman.
it's a scary
He
movie.
in that box, you know what I'm saying? Hoffman, he come out that box.
That
and
shit's
shit.
scary, bro.
He got his back all fucked up by that glass or some shit. You know what I'm
It
saying?
still
He
didn't look
walk
like
up.
it. We talked about that
I
last week.
saw it. I was like,
still ain't
okay,
look
so
like
that
it.
is something. Okay,
It
like,
is,
did
but it
do
didn't look
something.
like he was hurt.
Yeah,
No, I mean, because that shit ain't shit. Like, he was wearing a
Yeah.
suit jacket and a shirt, and it's some
Man, glass
Ooh.
supposed to go through that shit.
Man, I don't know
Not
how,
if
like,
you lay
how
flat
thick
down on
you
that
think
one.
that glass was.
Well, I think that's the problem, KTL. What was the point of having glass in the box then?
I think it was
If ain't
just an
hurt.
aesthetic thing.
I agree with you, but also they said it was gonna hurt Strom if he got in that hoe. So why it ain't hurt this Hoffman nigga?
Because
Yeah.
Hoffman was wearing a jacket.
That shit ain't hurt that nigga Puos. He was walking regular down there.
Hey, yo.
Just because you hurt don't mean like you.
Why is that Ayo?
Because, like, why would he be walking funny? Because glass. It's in his back, bro. Like, see what I'm saying?
You think people with back injuries don't walk funny, KTL?
I think, like, if it's just a cut to your back, I don't think you walk funny.
Bro, it was a whole box full of
Okay,
glass.
but-
You talking about a cut? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
What happened?
All
I
right,
don't
keep
know.
going.
You said something.
That nigga name
but-
was Eddie.
Eddie?
Yeah, the fat nigga name was Eddie.
Oh, okay. But
Nigga
right,
was
so
ass.
yeah, so Hoffman he pulls up and he, just sees what's left of, Strom, and it ain't much of that motherfucker. He just like a fucking desecrated corpse. Well, no, I'm saying like that shit fell to the floor, and he look up and he smiles.
Oh yeah, that was that nigga.
Didn't he say something like bitch ass nigga? He said something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I jumped out my seat when he said that, ho. But
You can relate.
yeah. So like we move on to how exactly did it go directly to the insurance shit or?
Yeah, yep.
All right. So what is the guy's name? I don't even remember.
William.
William,
They
right?
was pissed at that nigga.
Hell yeah. William
He's the senior vice president.
Yep, he's the senior vice president at an insurance company and shit. And they're apparently pretty fucking successful, right? So he's apparently facing a deposition for people who are suing him for, I don't know what the right term is. It's not really malpractice, but I guess unethical business practices pertaining to the insurance shit. So he's talking to the legal counsel and shit. And he, is seeing on the news about all this Jigsaw ass shit. Like he sees John Kramer, and you find out later, John Kramer used to be a solicitor of his insurance company and shit, right? So fast forward through all of that shit. I think a lot of that shit is kind of inconsequential, right? Do y'all want to talk about this motherfucker getting abducted, bro?
Before that, you know who pulled up, KTL, who walked in the scene?
Who is that, bro?
Yeah, Eddie Winslow in the scene, man.
Who is Eddie Winslow in the scene?
Niggas from Cosby's
Boys don't watch no black.
Yeah, I think it's funny as like you don't either.
No,
where you from?
I definitely watched fucking Family Matters, bro.
No, Family Matters. Carl Winslow.
Yeah,
Carl
Winslow's son. But I'm saying, Slim, like, who is he? He was the one of them dudes in Dog Pound.
You said he did, but also, Puff, this movie came out in 2009, but I don't think he did.
Oh, that's
yeah, but it don't. Carl don't matter. It's Eddie.
Not Carl, his son.
Yeah, he was
his son name was Eddie,
shit, right, Slim?
What's Dog Pound?
That shit where like they look over and find some fucked up shit, like in like he was a black dude that like worked at the insurance company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, that's what they was called, the 6
yeah,
people?
they called themselves the Dog Pound.
Yeah, I ain't know what their names was, but yeah, he was one of them.
I ain't recognize him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's
But
the nigga. He was on Family Matters.
shout out to him, man. I'm glad that he continued, a successful career. Another big name actor, we're getting up there, But yeah, Puos, I wanna talk to you specifically about this scene, brother.
I bet you do.
They abducted the fuck out this man with a pig mask. This goofy motherfucker, he in his office and shit. He hears some shit like rumbling around. He gets shook, boy. He up that bitch and shoot a hooded figure. It's his fucking security guard, man. Just the sorriest shit like I done seen, bro.
That's a fact, but you
Like,
skipped a lot too, though.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Slim. I told you I don't have a full I watched this 2 days ago. Like,
Yeah.
like you wanted me to do the run through. Pause, I guess, but like.
Yeah, so after the Eddie Winslow popped up, man, and John Kramer was on the TV, that's when they went to the whole Hoffman and he at the hospital. Not the hospital, he meet up with Erickson.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead. And Erickson like, hey man, something about Strong, but you know what? We got one thing that he don't. You can take it from there, good deal.
Fingerprints.
Well, yeah, that was one thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, okay. It was about the fingerprints, yeah.
Yeah. They have fingerprints that they found on the scene and shit on the fat dude eyeballs and then like on the wheel, whatever that bitch was. But they, you know what I'm saying? They find that and a motherfucker like so now they supposed to be working together trying to catch rogue agent Strom and shit. And so you find out that R.I.P. Agent Perez is not dead. That bitch just came
But he
back
was shook when he
with a
seen
little
that.
scar on her face and shit. She is kind of fun, but she like they gave her $150. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to her.
That nigga
though.
was shook when he seen that whole lot.
Yeah, they said. I hope you understand why we couldn't inform you earlier.
You made me think she was alive. What he said? You made me think she was dead. That nigga was pissed.
Yeah, he felt so betrayed, bro. Like that was strong partner, bro. Why you feel like some type of way?
Because that nigga knew like
that bitch was finna get on his ass.
Yeah, because like, bro.
That was the last thing that she said before she died was his name.
That's a fact. He thought like he had got away scot-free and everything. Now this bitch is still alive, my brother.
I want to say this, bro. Like I'm gonna say it again later, but like this movie, I don't know what that was.
That's me drinking water, man.
Okay.
I told you about that shit, Slim.
That nigga
told me I can't drink water.
Be saying you be drinking loud as fuck, bro.
Man, that shit sound crazy though.
But watch it. It's because of my mic, man.
Don't you say watch it again? No.
Man, this is nigga gay.
It's gay to drink water? That nigga said I'm gay to drink water.
While he was doing that shit, bro.
It's gay to hydrate. Oh my God.
For me, bro.
That's because you got that little ass mic, nigga. You got that little ass mic.
Hell no, you just be out here trying to get right next to the mic and swallow
what type
water.
of mic you got, Slim?
Loud water swallowing ass, dude.
I got a gaming headset. That bitch a Razer, I think. No, it's a HyperX.
You definitely got a gaming headset.
I get it.
Thanks, man. All right.
You got it, Slim?
Ooh.
Hey.
See? Look. See?
Ooh.
Man, what is he?
Right? So,
who else? Everything can't be gay, bro.
That's my saying anyway.
He stole that hoe.
How?
That's my shit too.
What's yours? What's yours, Puos?
It don't matter, bro.
Nigga told me I stole some shit that I've been saying for like KTL stole it from me.
How?
Ooh, that.
I niggas just. Oh man.
This thing is crazy. Like, what is he talking about?
Hey, Slim, quit stealing shit, bro.
What ooh mean?
It means
some gay shit.
So it's me mocking KTL saying that stupid ass shit. Ooh.
What does it sound like?
Yeah, what does it sound like?
Him.
What does it sound like?
Like you
I'll tell you
embracing your
later
real
when
self.
we're not on. Yeah,
Sound
you
like
see what I'm saying?
it
Yeah.
sound like when
but you
Black Ruth
no
said
no
that,
you
that shit at the end of that.
you
Exactly,
change
exactly,
you changing
KCL.
Yeah, when he said
you
that
changing the
stepbrother shit.
argument. You said you got no. You said that shit or something, Bulls. You
No, I
changed the
didn't.
argument.
When
You
I said
said
everything
niggas
can't
took
be
it from
gay,
you.
that's my shit.
Yeah, and how?
Anyhow,
What did you just say? Everything can't be gay is
that's my shit.
That's definitely his shit.
Nigga, them some words that I just put together.
You
Because
put together.
Because y'all say
because
this all the
everything
time to
can't
me.
be
I
gay.
I said that shit years ago, nigga.
Pulse, it's just words that I just put. You know why I put
y'all
them
do that to
together?
me all the time.
Because
can't be gay.
everything can't exactly.
I
So
made
what
it
are
a
you
hot
talking
line.
about?
You trying to make it a hot song? Fuck out of here.
It ain't working, bro.
Listen, Pulse,
It
you
ain't,
made
it
it.
ain't, bro.
You might have made it a line. I'm making it facts. I'm telling you the truth.
But I
Everything
said,
can't be gay.
man, fuck all that. Let's go, bro. Let's keep going. Pause.
Well, stop trying to make everything gay.
Bro, you can't say gay shit and then get mad when a nigga be
Come
like,
on,
that shit
it's
pause.
not gay though. You know it ain't
was.
gay.
That nigga
You-
drunk some
you
water
said-
and that shit sounded like some you know what.
Hell yeah.
You can't make everything gay, bro.
I'm not even
Me
gonna say
drinking,
what it
how is
sounded
me
like.
drinking water gay, bro?
That shit sounded, man, I can't say it.
Am I drinking water, Pools?
And I don't know what you're doing over there, bro.
All right.
What else could I be doing,
Hey,
Pools?
man.
Yeah. So man, the power.
Yo, what's up with this nigga, man?
What's up with me?
What's up with this nigga, man?
Hey, the power out and you acting different, Slim.
That nigga
KTL, by drinking water, like are y'all okay today? Y'all
KTL,
You say
it's
so,
pitch
bro.
dark in his crib. How the fuck he know where the water at?
All right.
I know what you really over there doing.
What I'm doing, Pools?
Hey,
Saw 6, man. Let's go.
They
Pools,
out
what I'm
on the
doing?
trail of Strom and shit, right? So yeah, then you go and William gets abducted. He dumbass shoots his fucking security guard and shit. Security guard ain't saying nothing. I don't know why the fuck he was just lurking around. But William, you an idiot for just like firing that bitch off. See, Pools, this yet again. You would have got by this trap, bro. You would have tried to air somebody, and a pig would have snuck up on you, bro.
When that happened to me.
How?
What you would have did in that situation?
Yeah, well, I don't know actually. I don't know if I would have shot that nigga. I would have been like, "Hey, bro," and nigga don't say nothing. I would have shot him.
I definitely don't think that you just had to shoot a motherfucker because, like, the pig, like, they got to get close to stab.
But this what I'm not gonna do, KTL. I'm not finna go check on the nigga I just shot. I'm out of there, nigga.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, Pools.
Well, he was worried about himself. Pools, he was like, "Oh shit! Oh no, they already got me in court. Oh man, and I'm killing somebody."
But Pools, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, if you see a nigga, like it's dark in there. If you see a nigga, like you see a shadow walking up with a gun in his hand, you gonna say, "Hey, bro."
Oh nah, he had a gun. Oh, he did have a gun, right?
Yeah, nigga had a gun out. That's why he started hiding.
Why was he moving like that?
He pulled his gun out too, though.
That boy, why was he wearing that hoodie in an office building?
Yeah,
he made it seem like he was trying to sneak. Like, bro, you security. What the fuck is you doing?
The movie was bad writing, bro. Because why the fuck would that be happening? That would never happen.
That's a security guard checking some shit, but I don't know why.
Strike one right there.
Dumbass decision. Like I don't think it's like impossible. I just think.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen stupid shit like that.
I've seen three people stand in the direct line of a weapon and shit and get popped, bro. I can't just say a motherfucker.
That's not always their fault,
bro.
What in this movie? I mean,
in these other movies, bro. Like,
because these niggas are terrible, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just say this is stupid. I done seen some dumbass shit. Like. But yeah, so they abduct the fuck out of him and shit.
Talk about big bad Jill Tuck, man.
Go ahead, talk about her.
Jill Tuck, man, that bitch kind of cute, bro.
That old bitch.
She got cute. She look old in the face. She kind of cute though.
She was probably like she was fucking with John Kramer. So she was probably close to 50 or something.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Just because she was fucking with John Kramer in the movie, don't make her 50.
I'm saying like in canon.
No, well, yeah, but I mean, she looked old, like in real life, her real face.
That bitch might be 60 or 70 by now, Slim.
I don't know, but I searched her name. She looked kind of good still.
Shout out to her.
She looked better, I think.
So the whole time you find out that Jill Tuck been working with Hoffman, like through this period of time and shit, and they I guess in that box there was envelopes of people that some shit still had to happen to. To finish John Kramer work. You got a tabloid. I guess she's a tabloid journalist. You know what I'm saying? That bitch, like she walking up on Jill Tuck with some shit, and she says like, "Hey, does this mean anything to you?" She's, "Where'd you get this?" And she like said where she found it and shit. She gives it back to her and says, "Nope, have a nice night." And
I
so
don't think she tabloid. I think she a regular journalist. She was
I
just
don't know
making up
what she
shit.
is. Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know
They
what
said
she
she was
is.
like she was kind of like stretching the truth, like to
She
make the
was like
story
bald dude from the
sound better.
last movie.
Who was the bald dude in the last movie?
Journalist.
Oh, that nigga? Nah, that nigga tried to cover some shit up.
Oh,
Got his ass blown up by some pipe bombs.
that's a fact. But yeah. So they like plotting on that bitch now because like they think that you know she's on to them, and Hoffman's like basically telling this bitch like, "Hey, we don't talk no more. I'm going it alone." Like he's spiraling out of control at this point. Like he wants to just be the Jigsaw
He tried
killer.
to take over. That nigga say, what he said? From now on, he told that bitch some shit like, from now on, every aspect of the trap is, or whatever he said,
It's
every
me.
aspect of the game is mine.
Hell yeah, bro. Like he's spiraling out of control now, bro. He think that he just got rid of
That
his
nigga say
only
John is
comp.
dead.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he's
think he
being
just got
disrespectful
rid
and
of his
shit.
only comp. And that's the other thing. He's like John is dead. His work will be done soon. So he just plan on keep doing this shit. He's like, I gotta get this shit out the way. That I'm really him type shit. Like, damn, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I think what he meant by it is John's work is gonna be done soon, and I'm finna start doing shit my way.
Hell
So
yeah,
his way
that's
is
what
a
I'm saying.
whole, that's way different than how John is. Like John is the ethical nigga still. Like he's doing this shit, but he's doing it
He got a
because
reason.
right, and it's a moral reason. These other niggas that's made traps and shit, like they just
They
doing
just
shit.
killing folk.
Yeah, they dickheads, bro. Amanda, him, like they just dickheads.
But right, so and then you see a
This nigga really a
flashback.
dickhead in this movie though, for real.
You see a flashback to like Hoffman, John, and Amanda, you know, around the time of Saw 3 and shit, you know, and Hoffman fucking with some type of trap. I think it was the rack. And he was out
Yeah.
there fucking with some shit. He had that black dude in a wheelbarrow and shit. He just dumped Buddy on the floor.
Yeah, that
He
nigga
just,
in the wheelbarrow.
yeah, he just threw him on the floor. John
John
Kramer
say
said,
that's a
"That's a
human
human
being.
being." Like he said some shit like he's fucking dead already. Like, what do you care? Some shit.
He
And like
told him
some
some shit like you want him to suffer as much as I do.
hell
Some shit
yeah.
like that.
Hoffman
Why
and
you want him to
Amanda.
suffer?
They well shit because he a racist piece of shit. Hoffman and Amanda, they get to arguing and shit about like they differing views because it's crazy. Like they both sociopaths who just want to kill people, but like Hoffman doing this shit off an ego trip. Amanda doing this shit because she want her daddy to like her and shit. You
Her
feel me?
daddy is funny.
Hell yeah,
Hey,
bro.
KJ, also we find out that Amanda used to be in that little drug clinic where Jill works
Mm-hmm.
at.
And like John Kramer, like he cured that bitch. You know, he put a reverse bear trap on her head, and she got some act right in that ass. You feel me? That
Yeah,
bitch.
because Jill said that she was like a lost soul or some
Slim,
shit
look
like that.
that bitch was just standing there, meek as fuck, grinning and shit, like in the corner. Whole time, John's talking to this bitch. This bitch just standing there in the corner, smiling, like. And then it pans over to her finally, like that shit. That bitch was man. Anyway, so yeah, they put William. I think it's William Easton. I think is his name. But
Yeah,
they put
Mr.
William.
Easton.
Yeah, that's what.
That's the
Yeah,
best part of the movie.
was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh man,
We'll
I
get
know
to
why
that.
you saying
We'll
that.
get to that.
We gonna get to that.
You crazy, KTL?
I know why he said
Nah,
it.
Is it
I really
because
don't
Pooh's
know
got a
why.
pattern?
Yes,
I knew you was gonna say that.
but
I gotta hear
so
this. I don't know what he means.
so William Easton wakes up in the trap and shit, and he's got one of those sleep apnea breathing masks over his face. There's some some shit on the side of him, and he sees the tape cut on, and the tape starts telling him basically that he is in this trap because he's been a piece of shit insurance scalper, and he says that like your formula devises all these things, but it's missing the human element and shit. And it light come on, and it's his fucking janitor, like his old ass janitor who we saw earlier.
Hey, KTL, is that the tape where John Kramer was on?
Yeah, well, John Kramer was in all of these because this was still a John Kramer like setup task slash
But
thing.
but this is the first tape where he's actually been on. It's always been Billy like on the tapes. He's never had his face on none of these tapes.
Ah, okay.
He had his face on one of these, and one of these bitches,
Well, that's
Billy.
because before, like up until Saw 3/4,
Oh, he was
like
alive,
he was trying
right?
to conceal his identity.
Right, and this him dead type shit.
Hell yeah. But
and they had Billy pop up too on one of them.
oh
Like
man,
Billy
we
actually
talk about
rolled
Billy,
up.
boy. Billy got so active.
I don't remember which one that was. Yeah, he actually rolled up on one of these traps. Like,
hey, Puos, bro.
All he
Billy
did was hung himself after that. Pause.
Shit, but
but he normally don't. He normally don't be
else.
in the way, Puos. He normally don't be in the way, but he was in the way this time.
Man, Billy be out here, bro.
He don't.
Tell y'all
he be on TV.
Shit, he done caught 2 bodies in a possible here. But right, so
not true.
That's all right. We'll get to it. So they in this contraption, and it's basically this old ass janitor man. He's like 50 some odd years old and shit,
smoking and shit.
Hell yeah, he smoking.
But he had like a heart problem,
high risk of heart disease.
Yeah, like fuck wrong with you, nigga.
Well, I mean, also, we'll get to it in a second.
Stupid
so this
ass
trap,
nigga.
Like he gotta, like every breath you take, that fucking like. I guess it's
that clamps on there.
Yeah, you call it a clamp. That bitch gonna clamp in, and it's gonna like break your rib cage and your heart and shit. So motherfuckers really just gotta hold their breath. Now I will say, Slim, you're right. Like he is a dickhead, but like I'm kind of on Puo's side with this one. Like, bro, you did all this to this man just because he smokes when he got like his family got a risk of heart disease, bro. Like,
I think.
Come on, Puos. That dude sound kind of like
shit,
bro.
I didn't say he was a dickhead. I said he was an idiot.
Well,
but also,
still, bro, like,
but look though, I'll say this: I don't even think it was about him. I don't think none of these, like, he had his fucking employees and coworkers in these traps, but it wasn't about them. It was about this nigga.
Well, like, okay, so let's get this.
They was like
now.
collateral
like,
damage.
All of I don't know about this guy, but at least the rest of these folks that are like in this bitch. They are a part of the corrupt corporate structure. That is the reason why they're there. So they're very degrees of dickheads.
That nigga worked for the company.
Yeah, but like I mean, like he's a janitor, bro. How
don't matter? He there.
Slim?
Hey,
but what I'm
he
saying,
worked
like
for him.
how, like I'm saying, like if I clean shit off the walls in the bathroom, am I really the reason that you're?
I'm gonna keep it a buck, KT. If a nigga
terminated,
if a nigga run in that insurance building and shoot up the fucking building, that nigga is getting shot too.
That's not what I'm saying, though, Slim. What I'm saying is what happened to John Kramer and these other folks was not a direct result of the janitor. Like,
but you trying to make it. You trying to make it like he didn't do anything morally wrong. He's just a janitor. Yeah. I'm saying the nigga is still a part of that company, so he still falls under the umbrella.
Guilty by association.
Yeah, he falls under that umbrella.
Agree with that. Like,
listen, I'm not saying he deserved to be in a trap because he's a janitor. I'm saying the nigga, he's a janitor, so that's why.
Reasoning that I believe makes sense to John Kramer in terms of why the fuck this guy was in this trap, right? I get that.
But no, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's about them because even if you look at, we haven't got to it, but the next trap.
Dog.
Yeah, shout out Trey. The next trap was his file clerk and his secretary.
Hold on a second.
I don't think
I was going to ask Trey a question. Hey, Trey.
Yo.
You think that old man deserved to be in the first trap?
I don't remember what it was.
When they couldn't breathe, like and that shit was gonna crush them?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and what I'm saying, Trey, is that I don't believe none of those traps was about what they deserve. I believe that all of those people.
Yes, you participated in the fucked up system in the same way that, like, when.
But I think they're
a fucking janitor, nigga.
So, like, what?
I'm a fucking janitor. I'm not doing that shit with these niggas.
Well, so it's the same. It's the same ideology as like when a motherfucker like is like a corrupt dictator, right? And they like the people finally get enough of that shit. They overthrow him and they cut his fucking head off. They kill all the members, like of like that was serving under him too. They might not have did no shit, but like you were a part of this fucked up system.
Never killed janitors.
So look, KTL, you're right, but even still, I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is I believe every one of these employees in this trap is collateral damage. And
you keep doing this shit, this collateral damage shit, bro.
He does.
You can't do that
because there are a lot of side characters in this franchise that are not the
think
ones.
That shit cool though?
You think that shit cool?
I'm not saying whether it's cool or not. I'm saying I don't think they're in these traps because they did anything wrong. Even if they did,
so
I think they're in these
then,
traps.
Right? So we finally agree after 6 movies he's a murderer.
But this is what I'm saying though.
Well, he's dead. He's not murdering nobody.
But you talking about a whole like different like that's a whole different point. What I'm saying is, Pujols, that these niggas are in these traps, but it's for him because he's the fucking, he's the guy that is he needs to learn the lesson, quote unquote, in this sense.
Saw killers are evil then.
I mean, sure. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Like I wouldn't do none of this, but like we said with when it comes to John Kramer, he's trying to play God, which you shouldn't do. You can't do. Like that's not for us to do.
I would do it.
But
he did it.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Well, I mean, but I'm talking about morally. You can't do that because it's not our place to say who deserves to live and who deserves to die.
How you know?
But
I almost said something.
I'm speaking from a moral standpoint, Pujols.
Speak from your own point.
Why? How do I get to why am I the person to decide whether or not?
Only John Kramer.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, but like, why do I get to decide if you live or die, Pujols?
Well, you don't, John.
Like,
Kramer
if it's my choice whether you live or die, then you think that's cool?
No, I don't. That's my whole
okay.
point.
That's my exact point.
Well, technically, it's your choice if you live or die. He gave you the tools for that, huh?
Yep.
Some of these people ain't got no choice.
Yeah. So let's start right. So this one, right? Motherfucker got a whole day breath, and like, or else they gonna get crushed. And so they
speed
do that
through
shit
it.
for a little bit, and that motherfucker, what?
Anyway, speed through
that
it.
Motherfucker, like the janitor man, like he can't hold his breath because he's 52 and been smoking forever and shit. So the clamp go like twice on.
He tried.
He was winning at first.
Yeah, he tried.
He pissed himself and he fucking like his heart explodes out his chest cavity and some more shit. Like it's fucked up.
That
But
man,
hell yeah, it released dude, and so he's
fire trap, nigga.
No, that's later. But
no, this trap was fire.
Dope. You didn't see what he did there.
Thanks, brother. But so yeah, like William Easton, he escapes and he's like he got like a big ass like cut in his side.
Slow.
I'm not amused, Pujols. I get it.
The fucking from the clamp, like I thought that shit was from that at first, like while he was bleeding, but he go through and he gets a key. He's got 4 joints like attached to like his wrists and his ankles, and the bitches will like blow up, I guess, if he don't do his tasks and shit. So he take one of them hoes off and he got a tattoo under his arm. I can't remember what the first one said, but it goes to a flashback and shit, right? Of him was it him talking to that guy, right?
Hey, you.
Yeah, well, I was going to mention before we get to the flashback. This whole time, I know what he's talking about, but this whole time that this first trap is going on, they're switching back and forth because there's this mother and her son locked in this fucking cage type shit, and
with hydrofluoric acid.
Yeah, and when it came on, it was like, why would somebody put us in here?
Yeah.
Like, why are we here?
That should be your father.
Well,
yeah, she was like, because of your father.
That, like, if he didn't make it within however many minutes, he would never see his family again. And
facts.
Shit,
and then they was watching it on a screen. They had a screen there where they could see his fucking traps and him trying to get out and the old man and all that shit. Yeah. So they was like going back and forth with that shit. The fucking mama and the son, and then the traps going on at the same time.
Yeah, that's a fact. And but yeah, like so it goes to the flashback, and you see, William Easton talking.
I think it was Harold.
Yeah, talking to this guy, and basically he's saying that they're canceling this guy's policy because he had some type of like
oral surgery.
And
30 years ago, nigga.
Yeah, I don't think it was 30 years.
Oh,
he said like 30 years. I don't know if it was,
but because he has like some kind of heart condition, And so
Yes.
motherfucker was like, he was like, I haven't missed
Heart
I've
disease,
never
I think.
missed my payment. I paid faithfully, forever.
Facts.
And now you just gonna drop me now that I really got a problem. And
Facts.
he's like, you're killing me. You just killed me. You just signed my
Facts.
death warrant. And he basically tells him, hey man, you're a fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. And he leaves. But yeah, so you get to see that he's really a piece of shit. Whole time,
bro, they canceled this nigga policy. I think he had like heart disease or something. They canceled this
soon as
nigga
he got
policy.
sick, Slim, they took all his money and put that
But
bitch in a
because he had oral surgery,
bro,
and
to remove
he said it was like
cyst or some shit.
he had
like,
a
from
cyst
his
on
mouth.
his jaw, and he did say, he said oral surgery I had like 30 years ago. So I don't know the exact number, but he said that, and so it's an old ass surgery from when this nigga was probably like a kid or a teenager or some shit. And so because he said he lied on his application, that was his excuse. But because he didn't tell niggas that he had an oral surgery, they canceled his policy because he's like, well, you can be more at risk of heart disease if you got oral.
Yeah, I think that's some
surgery
bullshit, bro. I don't think that motherfuckers should ever go back and find some shit just to cancel some shit for a motherfucker. I think that's ass, bro.
They say he lied on his application.
I'm just saying, Slim, if some shit happened all them years ago, bro, like leave that shit alone. Don't cancel shit, bro. Come on.
But he said that's the policy. That's what they kept saying.
Man,
it's the policy.
Who else? You get what I'm saying, right?
But I ain't gonna lie here, shit you like what y'all just said.
I said I don't think the motherfuckers.
That nigga tuned you out.
Nah, I had mute. Nah, no funny. I had muted my shit. A nigga just sent me some funny ass shit.
What was it, man? Share it with the class.
This nigga was like on Twitter talking about like some with a sugar daddy, like
man, what?
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Man. That's what you over here distracted with.
Set up for the joke.
He distracted with a sugar daddy.
The nigga like said sugar daddy. He was saying like it's weird that you asking this bitch for some money from another nigga, like on some shit like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where that bitch said something about some shoes, like
that shit. So that nigga was like, he said, you basically got another sugar daddy or something. Then a nigga messaged him, and nigga was like, DM me. He said, hey gang, I don't even play like that. I beat your ass the fuck up.
Hey. No, Pools, what I was saying is like, Slim was talking about that shit that happened to that dude. I was like, man, I don't believe people should go back years ago and try to find some shit just so they can cancel some shit, bro.
Why not?
Like because I'm not a supporter of that. I think
it's the policy, Pools.
I think if that shit happened years ago, Pools, you leave that shit where the fuck it's at. You feel me?
That's how I see it, bro. That nigga, if he didn't pay his shit like every month, like he did, like on time, then maybe I'll go back in time. But that nigga was like a good customer.
Hell yeah. If you ain't never did shit else wrong, bro, leave that old shit alone.
They hold him. Yeah, so fuck them. Whatever happened to him happened to him.
Yeah.
And this nigga basically make the policy himself too. So like he telling niggas, is this the policy? Nigga, you made the policy.
That's a fact.
These your rules. Like
it's almost as if that's arbitrary system that's not
nigga
really
definitely hoeing niggas
outside of this, small area and group of people.
He called that nigga a criminal right there too. He's like, you're a criminal. I had a nigga call me a criminal. Like what he said, that nigga called me something. He said I was
damn.
A nigga said I was some shit, but I
don't. Nigga criminal. I can't even talk.
The nigga that
he called me a scammer.
Skateboard that
he called me a scammer. That's what he did.
That nigga's gonna kill you.
Hey, Trey.
Hey man, OG Trey, introduce yourself.
Hey man, that's the boy OG Trey, man. I might have been late to the show, but rather that than your bitch be late on her flow. You feel me? Let's get it.
There we go. I hope it didn't take you all 40 minutes to come up with that one.
I might be late to the show, but rather that than your bitch be late on her flow. Yeah, but I'm trying to just so make sure it makes coherent sense, KTL. That's all.
It do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so rather that than you rather be late than her be pregnant.
Overanalyze.
Fuck it up. Oh wait, pregnant by you or pregnant by me?
Pregnant by him.
Yeah, I'm fucking your bitch, but I don't want her to get pregnant.
Oh yeah, I don't want that.
So what they got to do with you being late?
Absolutely nothing, but it's the only thing
that's what I was asking, Casey.
All of my fucking
actually,
go ahead,
it correlates because he's late and she's late. And the reason he's late.
But he
Hold
wasn't
on,
thinking that.
hold on.
He wasn't thinking that.
And the reason he's late because he was fucking your bitch.
Yes, yeah.
But Trey wasn't thinking that.
He just
It
said
just
it.
made that up.
doesn't matter. That shit clean.
Hey,
You
Trey.
just made that up.
You know how many times I came up with shit for Wayne that didn't make sense? Yeah, that's what he meant by that.
Hey, Trey.
Yo,
Slim was talking about earlier that a bitch was like trying to tase him in Walmart and shit.
that nigga's getting attacked. What you do to that?
That
bitch?
shit was worth like going back to.
Hell yeah, because I was waiting to get this joke off for 5 minutes while you was breaking down.
What's the
Trey
joke?
Let's go. Let's hear it.
That you be what?
Let's hear
That was the joke.
Hold on.
No way. Nah, that wasn't the joke. That was
Hey,
setup.
no, yeah, that's the funniest
No,
part.
that had to be.
Nah,
Hey,
that's a setup.
Hey,
You
Trey,
asked what the
how
joke
mad
was,
you
that nigga
gotta
say
be to
what?
hate on another motherfucking joke.
The joke
Like,
was
Nah,
what?
That's the joke, though?
wait a minute.
you know how mad you
I
gotta
think
be
that
to
was
try
the
to hate
joke.
on
Nah,
somebody
that
else
can't be.
before
Wait a
they
minute.
can even get
He
to
trying to
it.
hold
KTL,
you
that could
right
have been
now.
the joke.
Nah, that's not the joke.
It couldn't have been.
Oh, you.
It couldn't have been.
Yeah.
I don't think it
Was there more?
You waited 5 minutes for that?
No, Puos, I was like, the joke was that Slim was pussy, but like I didn't even get to say it. Slim cut me
I
off
don't think
before
you
I
had
even
a
got to
joke,
say it.
bro.
Like,
I'm gonna keep it I think that was the joke.
well, no, like so the joke is
Oh,
real
man.
life. Like the joke is that like none of that shit would have ever happened to me.
This
Oh,
is
okay.
crazy, KTL. No, Pulis, I think he's doing that shit you do with Wayne.
Slim, you literally would like you literally
Yeah,
cut me
because
off. All you didn't even let me finish the sentence. You just said
You
that
said
was the joke.
what?
Like
You said what? The nigga told you to finish
you
the joke.
sounded
You
like
said.
Ed the hyena from Lion King.
All right, KTL.
You missing today, brother.
I mean, I guess, bro.
Was
Like,
that the joke?
You usually be
wasn't the
wigging,
joke.
man. You
Was
usually be
that
wigging,
the
brother.
joke?
No, that one
wait,
wasn't
Pulis,
a
that
joke.
might not have been the
one
joke.
was-
Hold on.
Yeah, that one
All right, what
wasn't
a
a
joke?
joke. Like
What's
I
the
meant
setup?
that one.
Punchline.
You think this battle rap?
It's your cue. No,
So the
nigga.
bitch crossed through a
Whoa.
puddle, and what happens next?
Somebody else can do.
I think just
I'm
said
thrown
whoa.
off. Yeah, somebody else do
I
that
said
shit. I'm
bitch.
thrown off. That boy just said something crazy.
That
A
nigga
bitch crossed through
say
a
I'm
puddle? That's
thrown
wild.
off.
That boy
That
said,
nigga say
"Jerk
I'm
you,
thrown
bro."
off.
He doing
What?
the Trey special.
What the fuck are you talking
A
about?
bitch crossed through a
heard
puddle? That's wild.
No, Puos, he said jerk you.
I said that's your cue.
Oh.
Ain't what I heard.
It's on footage. Every time a
Play
nigga
it
say
back.
that, I gotta tell niggas
Play
it's
it
on
back.
footage, bro. Like,
Play it back.
okay, mark this timestamp, 52:32.
I can't see it. It still say scheduled for me.
52:32. I'm telling you,
That hoe not even live?
Hell no,
52:32,
we just talking to
KTL.
ourselves this whole time, Puos.
He don't want that. He don't want that timestamp. Nigga, 52:32.
What's the next
Go
thing,
to
bro?
it then.
'Cause we got to get to that one point.
Like, you told me to timestamp 3 times. Go there. Like, what the fuck?
We got to get to that part, bro.
Yeah,
Keep
we
going,
getting to
Pools,
that
man. Let's
part.
hurry this shit up,
What's-
man.
I don't know what's
Shut the
next, bro.
fuck up. Now,
The
so
second
we go-
trap.
We had the second
No,
trap.
it's not
Oh,
the
with
second
old girl?
trap.
Is
It's
that
not the
what?
second
No,
trap.
nah. The
Oh,
second
girl,
trap
the
is
third
them two
trap.
niggas. The
So
nigga
what
and
we
the
at,
bitch.
KTL?
We going back to Detective Hoffman and shit. You know what I'm saying? Detective Hoffman, he realizes that like now he's into some shit. You know,
Yeah, he is.
Hell yeah, motherfuckers like Erickson and Perez, like they on his tail for real, pause if necessary. But motherfuckers that they're like, okay, so you know we've analyzed the fucking hand, you know what I'm saying, the thumbprints and shit,
That
and
shit
we
ain't
got
happened yet.
this jigsaw.
Yeah, we ain't
recording.
that far yet.
Yeah, we
No,
definitely
I'm
ain't
not.
get there yet.
I'm not.
Gotta be there, right?
No,
Hell
No,
no,
we
we
at the
ain't.
part where they realized
It's
the
a
No,
lot
knife
left.
they
cut off
haven't
the puppet
figured him
piece.
out yet, but this is a continuous storyline where they're talking about they got the fingerprints, they got the voice recording, you know what I'm saying? They working on some shit. The whole time, like he's out there fucking with this duck shit, and you see the other bitch that I can't remember that bitch name, but she, wakes up in
The
her
one in the
trap
hospital.
or whatever. Hospital.
Black
Oh
girl?
wait, who you talking about?
The blonde bitch.
Oh,
The
yeah,
one
let's
that got
talk about
snatched
that
up by Miss
hospital
Piggy.
shit.
That's
Oh
Pamela.
yeah, Pamela.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
so-
the hospital shit real fast. When was that?
Go
Was that
ahead.
after this?
Yeah, I
The
think
black
that was
girl
like-
who got
it
her
had to
arm
be
cut off?
Yeah,
before
she
this.
pissed me off.
It was
Yeah,
before.
like, so-
she
yeah,
was
Hoffman's
in between
pulling
trap
up
1 and
on-
2.
Yeah, go ahead, Trey. You talk about it.
Not just that. So he pulled up to the hospital and he was chatting it up with her and shit. She cut her arm off in the beginning. I wasn't here for the beginning of the podcast. I don't know how much y'all covered. But the girl who cut her arm off in the beginning to win the trap. So she in the hospital like recuperating and shit, and Hoffman in there talking to her and shit, like on some supposed to be on some detective shit, but he really saw her on some wild shit. So he asked that bitch, he like, "Did you learn your lesson?" which is crazy. Like,
well, to be fair though, Trey, like I will say, before this shit, that bitch was sitting there talking like she was, like she was like, oh no, it was like
right.
we were pieces of shit.
You still don't ask no question like that to a bitch in the hospital bed.
No, that's fair. All I'm saying, Slim, is that I'm kind of.
And she was right the while on you,
no, she wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Well, he's a dickhead for
asking that,
but I'm
that's a dickhead ass question, boy.
No, it wasn't. She immediately accepted it. She was like, I know how the fuck I'm in here. I know what I was doing.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, nah. No,
but I'm surprised.
Hold on, KTL. Hold on, KTL. I'm not, because you're right, KTL. Like, and Puos, that she was accepting it. She knows like what she was in the trap for. However, somebody in a life or death situation, bro, you don't ask them, did they learn? He said he was trying to teach us. You don't ask, did you learn your lesson?
You don't tell me what I ask motherfuckers. That's no.
I 100% tell you, like, you don't ask that shit. Yes, you do.
So I'm trying to play God.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Man, what the fuck?
Pick a side, Slim.
Bro, look, bro. This why
he asked so you don't think that's no. I know why he asked her. You don't think that's no dickhead ass question to ask somebody laying in a hospital bed?
Bro, if you telling me I know I was in there, I deserve to be this shit. Now, oh shit. So
that is not the question you ask.
So you did learn, and then she said, "Learn my lesson." What do I learn from this?
The bitch got half an arm.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bitch. You gonna have another half an arm. You keep doing that bullshit you was doing at first.
You gonna put her back in?
How she gonna cut that one off?
Hey, your ass out of here.
Hey Trey, we talked about it earlier. Hey Trey, you think you would win that trap?
Oh yeah, I got plenty. I'm 350.
Slim said he not.
That shit ain't work.
Hell nah. I seen the last fat nigga in that trap. Hell nah, you ain't winning, nigga.
And I'm smart, nigga.
KTL cutting off. KTL, he was though. He really was. I got to give him credit. He was. That nigga got to it, boy. He was cutting the fuck out that fat. Like, he got to it.
Me?
Hey, that bitch said, "Fuck this arm. I'm out of here."
I think you would beat Trey. That was smart. Like, that's the only thing she could do. I think you would beat Trey in that competition, KT.
Oh, not even a question.
What, Pua? Let me finish the sentence, man.
Nigga gonna beat a nigga. Like,
let me finish the sentence, man.
You think you would beat him in that traffic?
He didn't even let me finish the
Hey, Slim, I'm not gonna lie. I know Trey gonna waste the first 15 seconds. Like,
what he gonna be doing?
He gonna be that hoe. He gonna waste the first 15 seconds.
Nah, ain't no reason to do that. I can see.
Because every time he wake up in a trap.
Hell yeah,
but if I wake up in the trap and I can see,
I gotta get this out the way. Like,
yeah, he only do that if he can't see.
Yeah, it's the being blind that caused me to go there. Like, I ain't got no alternative, so fuck it.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
I don't got no alternative. It's crazy.
Well, we talked about this on 3 different episodes.
Yeah, I don't know why you niggas keep bringing that shit up.
That's KTL, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this on 3 more. He ain't never letting that down.
He did it like 5 minutes ago too. Like when he said the Trey special, you gotta let that shit go, bro.
Yeah, he did. I forgot about it.
I'll tell you what, bro.
You're too connected to this jerking off shit.
No, you're so right, Trey. But I'll tell you what. Damn.
What?
Yeah, I'll quit telling the joke when they quit laughing. I'll tell you that.
That nigga's what? Okay.
Yeah, like you too enthusiastic about.
I understand, bro. Hey, I'll stop saying it when it stops landing. You feel me?
Picture I don't want to.
That's
like,
just how this shit works,
bro. Like, I think I keep painting.
Hey, bro, y'all done made the same joke about me for 5 years. Hey, that bitch stopped landing.
The racist shit or the ass?
Hell yeah. Hey,
or the wanna be a nigga shit.
Fun fact, that's what I was talking about earlier with that canceling shit. I was doing a crazy double.
What about that blackface shit? Cause that shit still landed.
He did that?
Come on, bro. Me and you was.
He might as well have. He said,
bro. Like.
Hey, KTL, talk about whenever the flashback with John Kramer when he went and do it off.
Hold on, Slim. We got to go through the second trap first, right? Because that's when the flashback happened.
Second or third.
He had a second He had a second tattoo, and that's what led him to the flashback, right? So it goes to the second trap. You know, William goes in there, and at first he sees like the shit that says, yeah, like Grady's handles. He says, "Fuck that, I'm not doing it." He goes to walk away. That bitch start beeping. That bitch is gonna blow him the fuck up. He said, "God damn it!" He walked back. You know, he grabbed both of them handles, and Big Bad Billy swiped down from the ceiling and slammed into the window. That boy got shook. He almost let go of them bitches. That would have been horrible.
I would have let go.
Yeah, hell, shit. You know what would have happened? So the video comes up, and you know you got 2 people suspended. There's an older lady and a younger man, and they have barbed wire nooses, for lack of a better term, around their neck and shit. And so on the video, John Crane basically says like, "Hey, according to your policy, this young dude should, because he's in better condition, he's younger,
Healthy and
etc. He should be, the one that you save. But now that you know these people, he doesn't have a family and shit. Nobody's gonna miss him if he goes missing. You
right.
met her family and shit, and all of this shit. So now let's put this formula you have to the test for real."
Hey, KT, can I say something right there?
Yeah.
So this is why I believe, like when I said that about the collateral damage, this is the reason I believe that they're his coworkers and employees are there for collateral damage. Because I think this whole test, all these tests, I think they for this nigga, like for his internal battle with
they are, but like a lot of these people did some fuckery.
Well, yeah, they did some fuckery because they under his program, but I still feel like it's for him.
Like I said, bro, it's like you're a part of the
Jigsaw
regime, so you gotta die when they overthrow the regime. You feel me?
I don't see it like that, because let's say these two motherfuckers in this trap, it's the fucking file clerk and the secretary, but one of these motherfuckers gonna die. That's why I don't really think it's about them doing no fucked up shit. So I really think it's more
why?
For him.
Because you got a family and I'm a bachelor, fucking hoes getting money, turning up. Why you deserve to live more?
They didn't say he did all that. Yeah, they didn't say he did all that.
They did say that.
They said nobody even notice if that nigga gone.
Yeah, like he don't got no business.
He might be a lame.
Nobody gonna notice he gone. He don't got.
He might be a lame.
Like, I would have let that nigga go immediately. Get your bitch ass out of here. Do something with yourself.
I think what it is like he got a connection to both of these motherfuckers. He ain't got the chance no more
now, Puos.
He got a connection to both these people though, so that's why all these was like hard for him, because he got connections with all these people. They his fucking coworkers.
William got to hold the handles.
I was rooting for that nigga, man.
And that bitch is pulling apart. Like that
nigga got pissed,
and he don't want to let nobody go and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker is sitting there begging and pleading. He's seeing pictures of the family and all type of shit. He's trying to make a decision. He's like, I'm not gonna let go. I'm not gonna let go. Then he finally decides to let Buddy go. And right as
that nigga got pissed.
Buddy looked at he was mad.
He was mad as fuck, nigga.
Yeah, I would have been too.
He was mad to the bitch.
You just killed me. Like what the fuck?
That nigga was pissed.
That nigga was hot,
Bro. You should have put a picture of that nigga up, bro. That nigga was mad as bitch.
Hey, Slim, go find out, bro.
Hey, he wasn't the maddest nigga though. Another nigga was even more pissed.
Oh no, we gonna get to him.
But
I will say, bro, I real quick, because I'll bring it up later. This is probably my favorite set of traps versus tests that I've seen.
For sure. These traps are fucking amazing to me.
Beyond the quality.
I love all these traps.
I'm more so talking about the connection to the person, because this person is a real life piece of shit. And so he's really having to deal with the fucking consequences of his actions in a way that makes him address damn, I was wrong this whole time. You feel what I'm saying? But so he gets the key, you know what I'm saying? He tells the old girl to get your ass out of here now. And, he's got another tattoo under that bitch, and it leads him to a flashback where he's at some type of a party. I don't remember what kind of a party it was, but him and John Kramer are just chopping it up at the party. And John's, asking him about his policy and, what the formula is and all of this shit. And he tells it to him, and he's like, well, that, you basically decide who lives and dies, right? He said, well, no, it's this formula, whatever. He said, well, who made the formula? Me. He said, okay, then, But he basically tells me, he's like, you're missing the most important element of some shit, the human will to survive. Until somebody's been put in a situation like this, you don't know what they'll do to stay alive. And I think that's a cold ass, point to be made.
I think it's the truth, yeah.
So, yeah, like I say, we didn't get to talk about it earlier, but I'm going to go back real quick. The blonde woman, the journalist, whatever, she wakes up, she's in a similar type of predicament in a cage like the mother and son are and shit. And she has her own tape where motherfucking John Kramer's basically saying, you sensationalized my work so you could get famous and shit. You distorted what the fuck I was trying to do. And I think that's also a pretty fucking fair point. Bro, I'm at at least in his mind, I'm out here trying to like make people appreciate their lives, and all you doing is trying to make news stories out of bad shit that's happening to folks who don't pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a fair point. Like, bitch, what the fuck wrong with you?
To be fair, all he do is bad shit to motherfuckers though. Like, to be fair.
Mean, yeah, but like at least I'm, you know, in my mind, at least I'm doing it for a positive end goal. You do
that's
shit, so
that's
you
the
get
moral
lit,
shit
bitch.
you're talking about. Like, he thinks that he's doing it for like a good moral reason.
I'm somewhat inclined to agree.
I mean, I agree from his perspective, but
like the whole thing, I guess, like the argument is made, like, who the fuck are you to be teaching this lesson? But every lesson that has been like pretty much has been taught so far should have been taught, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it ain't. So
like, the only counter argument is that it's not his place to teach it, and I guess
so you can't you can't like Kate said. What if I would have made the like? Never mind. Like,
I know what you're gonna do, but it doesn't.
I don't want to do that.
So I would agree with you, Slim. It's a lesson that would need to be taught, but
that's a fact. But that don't mean I should do it to you.
I mean, that sounds crazy out of context. But,
well, that don't mean I should. So that's not gay.
Do it to him.
No,
come on, bro.
Now that's gay, bro.
Look at you.
That's gay.
Come on, bro.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, right?
Niggas,
so
everything
he think he a director. Get out of here. He want to be a director.
This nigga trying to set the scene.
Hell yeah.
What kind of director, bro?
God damn it, man.
Movie director.
Shout out,
Come on, bro.
Shout out,
Hey, Trey.
Yeah.
You think you this nigga right here?
Never be that nigga.
Oh man, look at him.
Oh,
I would have fucked the shit out that old bitch in that parking lot.
Oh man, look at him. What you thought he was finna say?
RJ.
Where y'all at?
hey, yo.
Boy, your ass gay as hell.
Why would you think he was about to say that?
Boy, your ass gay as a bitch. I ain't go. Hey,
I did what he did.
Just out of curiosity,
when you
why
take the
would you
beginning
think
of
he
the
was
sentence?
So you
Because
think
I did what he did, where you take the beginning of the sentence, so you think a nigga finna say something?
Hey.
Fuck a nigga though? You think that's what I would say?
I thought you were gonna say RJ.
A nigga.
Alright, so.
Hey, that's what I thought.
All right, so he chose the old bitch. Where we going with from here?
All right, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I really can't remember what the next, like, because I know it went.
I'm gay, but you thinking about RJ?
It went to some Hoffman. What?
Was on the screen.
Yeah, so like after he chose the old bitch, it goes over to Hoffman and Detective Perez and Erickson or whatever. They in the room and shit, and they like analyzing the voice. And they say they looking at the body and they see that the puzzle piece was cut out of this most recent body.
With a different knife.
Was that the only time a knife like this has been used was when the Seth Baxter case came out. Mm-hmm. And like they started to draw those parallels. And obviously Seth Baxter was the dude that killed Hoffman's sister. So it's like they getting a little fishy, but they not really like down his neck yet.
They said he might be trying to set you up and shit, you know.
Yeah. So that's the connection they're making right now. They realize the voice is the voice on the most recent recording, and that's also the one that Peter Strong played. That is not the same voice from like all the rest of the Saw traps. It's clearly not John Kramer, so they're trying to isolate the voice. Now Hoffman is obviously getting a little, you know, like he see that the walls are closing in type shit. But they're not really like on his ass yet. But like the evidence is there. So
hey Trey,
is this the part where he grabbed the frozen hand out his trunk?
No, that's not too much later.
Okay.
But what about you know how we talked about like not the flashbacks, but the scene keep going back and forth to like the people in the cage or whatever. What about whenever the boy and the mama was in the cage and they was trying to figure out what the fuck to do, and they was like pull that lever. They was like, nah, we don't know what that shit do or whatever the fuck.
Well, at first she talking about like, hey, because he was like that acid leak through your skin. She said, let's put it on the bars. He said, how the fuck are we gonna do that? Cup it in our hands and put.
Yeah, he was talking crazy to his mama.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that's real big shit though. Like, how we gonna transfer acid over to these bars? Like,
I'm finna put some in my shoe,
that's a
bro.
great question, but I think a black mama would have slapped the hell out that nigga.
Yeah, but shit, she would have been slapping me and still stupid. Cause like, how we gonna do that?
That's true.
For real.
You would have been slapped as fucking smart.
Yeah, but like, I'd rather be me than her. Cause you'd
rather be smart and slapped.
Yeah, how the fuck we finna grab the acid, stupid ass lady?
I'll take the slap. Like,
go ahead, carry some of that acid over
there,
and
stupid as hell.
I don't know, bro. I think it's a lot of successful, stupid people in the world, though.
I think it's a lot of successful bitch ass niggas in the world. Niggas get slapped all the time. Smart as fuck.
William Easton was one of them.
Yeah, possibly.
Trey, you ever got slapped?
By my mama.
Smart. I know you smart as hell. I'm trying to see if you got the other half.
By my mama, yeah, for sure.
Nah, I just meant in general.
By some bitches, yeah, for sure.
By a nigga?
Never.
You got slapped by some hoes?
For sure. My wife slapped me like when we first met. Like,
what was your response?
Nothing. She soft as hell. That shit ain't hurt. I deserved that shit. I was hoeing her ass that day.
Never mind. So we gonna go back to the third trap, I think, at this point. Mm-hmm. And like I say, I'll address it again later. But like, this is last movie I complained a lot about. Like, oh, it's just a trap. Then it goes back to Strom and Hoffman. Then it's a trap. Then it goes back. Like, this shit here is a lot better paced, bro. This is what the last movie should have been, in my opinion. Yeah, like, I didn't have to sit there and just watch the same two characters play a bullshit cat and mouse game. Like, it, you know what I'm saying? There was more shit involved in the dynamic. The things that were happening were interesting. Like, I already know he's the killer.
This your review or you going through the plot?
Huh?
I think he's reviewing. He's reviewing.
Sound like this the part you say to the end, bro. Just get to the movie.
Hello?
Take it away, bro. Nigga, you heard all that shit trying to.
Hello?
You heard all that shit.
Oh no, I heard it. It was just pretty stupid. Like, I'm just.
That shit landed, bro. You always do that.
Yeah,
shit.
No, it lands. Like, stupid shit lands all the time.
Like, you talking about jerking off 3 times in 20 minutes?
Yeah, bro, but that's what I'm saying.
You go back to this every time.
Thank you for making my point.
Bro. I don't care, bro. Fuck you. Anyway, so the next part of this movie is where they go back to the third trap. And now, I can't think of his name, the dude that owned the insurance company.
Leave it to the professional.
William.
So, he goes to this next room, and it's like a room like that's like steaming from all different directions and type shit. So it's a girl in there. What's the relationship to her? I can't remember.
I honestly don't know.
Sure, she just worked with him, bro.
So yes, so somebody else that is employed there has a trap tied up to her, but she needs to escape out of this room. But like the path that she has to take, every few spots has like a blast of steam that's gonna absolutely like just vaporize this bitch, and she got to take all of these hoes. So he has the option to set her free as she walks along this path, but every time she gets to one of these places where it would eject this massive blow of steam, he can take the hit for her. So it's like he tries to like, balance it out type shit, and like as she navigates through the little maze or whatever. And while they doing that, it flashes back to what's his name? What's his face, bro? John Kramer. It flashes to that one scene. Like, why is this shit escaping me? KTL, take it away. I'm like, I know it flashes.
I'm about to say, bro, I got this, man.
Yeah, you got
it. Right. So, yeah, like I say, I don't know what this bitch was, like what she was about. But yeah, so pretty much what Trey said, he's leading this bitch through the maze and shit.
Hey, KT, I just came back. What you mean you don't know what she about?
Like, we all said we don't know what the connection with this bitch is to William Easton.
That was the bitch in the first scene, the lawyer.
No, wait, that was the lawyer?
Yeah, the one
with
he was talking
shit,
to in
like
the first
that was
scene.
gonna go into her brain?
You said what?
With that shit attached to her that was finna go in her brain?
Yeah, the one that was running through the maze.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I remember what I was trying to think of too. My bad to cut you off. But it flashes also to where John Kramer is sitting at William's desk and he's talking about potential insurance.
I thought that was after.
It's like it flashes in the middle of this scene, but like it all goes together. You can finish the trap though.
No. So like, yeah, like so.
Did he tell that nigga that clean shit? Like he was like, oh, maybe you passed.
No, yeah.
That's right about there.
Yeah, he's gonna say it. But yeah, so like Buddy leads this bitch through the trap, and like she's got a finite amount of time before like a spike or whatever goes in her brain.
Seconds.
You know what?
90 fucking seconds, man.
Yeah, time would be short as fuck.
Might have been 60 low key.
He leads that bitch through. At first, like she freaks out for a few seconds and says, "Hey, shut the fuck up, follow me," And so that like he leads that bitch through there. He's getting smoked by some steam. She finally makes it there. She climbs up a ladder. And she sees a little diagram that says, like, it shows where the key is. And the key is in this bleeding wound that he's had, in his side or whatever. And this is where this bitch is so fucking stupid, bro. Like, this bitch decides she gonna try to murder this motherfucker. She thinks she has time to kill a motherfucker and then dig in his open side wound and find this key. Buddy's sitting there telling me, he's like, no, I can get it. I can get it myself. All this shit. I don't know if he could have or not, but I know that this
Fair,
was
he ain't
not
say
the
that though. To almost the end. He definitely ain't say that.
No, he was saying that shit like at the start, like whenever like she told him what it was, he was like, "No, wait, I can get." And that bitch says, "Fuck this," and she starts going after him and shit. Like all I'm saying is like, regardless of whether he could have got it or not, I think there's a much better chance that he could have got it than the fact that you could have murdered him and dug that hole out.
I'll tell you like this, man. I'll take a blast of smoke to the face. That bitch gotta come up here and give a nigga some head or something.
Hell yeah, but like I don't want her to give me no head while she got that shit on her, bro. Get that shit off first, cause then it's a spike gonna go through my shit. You feel
I'm like letting her know, like, hey, bro, I'll take one more of these blasts. Like, you know what you gotta do when you get up.
I'm fucking her anyway, for real. Like, so she probably going.
But I know he was fucking that blunt. Oh, look, bro,
that's the bitch. No, he wasn't fucking that other bitch.
Oh my. Look at how that blonde bitch got captured. Like, you telling me I'll get captured like that?
Yeah.
I gotta stop this
That's
shit,
the bitch
bro.
up in the hallway.
Yeah, like, come on,
you can't get caught in the hallway, bro.
Never.
Come on, dog.
Think I'm a hoe.
Where that big ass pig hiding in that open ass hallway?
Yeah, where do people go?
I'm just saying, bro. Like Pujo's acting like he don't just be walking down hallways, bro.
I don't, bro. And I'm like, they starting to do bullshit, bro. Like,
furthermore, when Hoffman get over there, and do he just got that pig suit on hand, or like what? Like, he just got that on him all the time.
Trey, I think I can
pop the trunk on that bitch, and it's a pig in there.
I'm gonna do some Lil Wayne explaining.
Is that what we gonna call it?
That's what it is.
You
talking me? Yeah, that's what you about to do. Explain, like, oh, this how he did it. This
Lil Wayne top 2, definitely not 2. Go ahead.
Indeed.
Best nigga ever.
Yeah, man. I think I can explain what happened there.
Go ahead.
So earlier in the movie, when we first see this journalist lady, what her name is, Pamela. When we first see Pamela, she talking to Hoffman.
Name, bro.
Yeah, I don't feel like they developed these characters that well.
Shit, they ain't
have
these
later. An hour and 30 minutes to develop them, bro.
That's a fact, but shit, y'all shouldn't have so many in that case. But you know,
gotta have people in the saw trap, Slim.
I'm gonna be honest. The first movie to me is the best movie, and they had less than
two people in the room, Slim,
and it was amazing.
Can't do that every movie, Slim.
Facts.
I'm gonna be honest, Puos. The more people they get, the worse it is. It seems like
shit, bro.
Yeah, explain it.
I'm just telling Puos, man. Fuck his logic. But
fuck you.
Yeah. So pretty much, she was talking to Hoffman, and she was telling Hoffman like, "Hey, man, get me the Jill Tuck, this and that type shit." And the nigga was like, "Hey, I'll see what I can do for whatever the fuck." And so I believe that was the situation right there. He got that bitch the Jill Tuck. But you know, Hoffman is working with Jill Tuck.
Yeah.
So when she was in that hallway, she was at Jill Tuck front door or whatever. So I believe that Hoffman allowed that bitch to see Jill, but he was doing it to set that bitch up. Like he was already waiting on that bitch.
First things first, I wouldn't know. Like
I feel like that makes a perfect sense, Puos. Like he allowed that bitch to go see Jill, and since he know that she's going to see Jill, he's already there waiting for that bitch to come out that door.
Okay.
Like he know exactly where she going.
I'm not walking in no fucking open elevator that ain't got nobody near it, bro. Like I don't trust some shit like that.
I did that shit this morning. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit,
you might be a little bitch. That's why
your ass would go in the trap.
You might be scary as hell. This nigga scared of elevators.
I'll be scary in a lot. You have to dig out your eyeball.
Nigga, I went in an empty elevator.
Dig out your eyeball.
I'm here.
Dig your eye out.
I'm here. Nothing happened, KTL.
I ain't gonna say it again. You know
this nigga scared of open elevators, my nigga.
I don't care about.
Can you elaborate on that?
Like nobody near that hole. Why is that bitch just open?
Are you stupid?
They open when it goes to the floor.
Hell no, who else they close after folks ain't been there for long enough?
Bro, when them bitches come back down, they open up.
They open.
Yeah, like when a motherfucker like step out that bitch, it'll open and it'll stay open
Fuck
for a second.
no,
but
nigga.
Even if nobody calls it to a different flow, that bitch will close the door.
KTL, I walked in an open elevator to nobody on that hoe, bro.
Slim.
I walked in that bitch.
Never mind.
You know when it goes to the floor, it opens up though, right?
I'm literally
that's literally what I'm saying.
I'm saying it opens though. Like you might have just walked around when it was open.
Yeah, the elevator's
but
open,
that's
KTL.
what I'm saying, bro. Like if it's some shit where I'm like, okay, I feel like somebody, but like, come on, you like that bitch wasn't far from that elevator. She ain't hear that door open, nothing. That shit was just sitting there.
That's because the movie is ass.
That shit is a trap, bro. Slim gonna have to dig his own fucking eyeball out.
Boy, I walk in open elevators all the time, little nigga.
I hear you, Patchy the Pirate. But
scary ass nigga.
I understand, bro. Black Roots gonna get on your ass though.
Try to elevate a nigga and they scared of them hoes.
That was dope.
That was ass.
That was crazy?
That was ass.
That was dope.
But
it might have been ass.
But it was freestyle, fool. It was
freestyle. That make it dope though, like Step Brothers.
No, okay.
That's a fact.
Isn't all this shit freestyle?
Let's make it dope like Step Brothers. That shit was improv, fool.
Yeah, that was dope. Dude.
No, don't watch that episode. But right, so
you said that episode was funny.
Okay, I want to talk about this shit Trey was talking about with this John Kramer shit because he did say some cold ass shit. Basically, John Kramer and that bitch, he was trying to go through the same insurance company. He said he'd been shot down by a whole bunch of other folks because he got this cancer. He got some shit he want to try out. And he said, everybody told me no, I'm trying to come talk to you. He said, all right, bet, pitch the idea. And so he tells him, long story short, that there's some shit in like Europe or whatever that a motherfucker working on that could kill his cancer cells and shit. And he says, let me stop you right there, John. I know about this shit. I can't cover it. If you do this shit, you're not going to be able to, you can't get no insurance coverage. So sorry, buddy. And he basically tells him like, bro, I'm finna die if I don't do some shit like this.
Damn.
And, hell yeah. And he basically tells him like, sorry, man, there's nothing I can do about it. The formula, and he's like, bro, fuck this formula. He's like telling him like, you do all this goofy ass shit, bro. And you think that like ain't none of these consequences finna happen to you and shit. Like you don't think it's you think it's the living that's gonna judge you. Nah, it's gonna be all the dead. They gonna have claim to your soul. That shit was cold as a bitch. That's what you was talking about, huh, Trey?
Pujo said that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, but all right. So I got a question though, right? So is this the defining moment where John decides that he gonna put Buddy in a trap?
Yeah.
All right. So my question is, if he been turned down by 40 other niggas, why he put this nigga in a trap? Why he ain't mad at everybody?
What that mean?
Yeah, go ahead and make up some bullshit, Slim.
Oh, there's a very simple formula. Explanation to that.
Well, he came to this William nigga and was like, I've been turned down by X, Y, and Z. Wasn't nobody fucking with me.
That's a
fact. I came to you. So, like, why he only mad at this nigga? Why he put this nigga in his team?
Because the motherfucker had a conversation with this dude before then, and, like, he basically said, like, I feel like other insurance companies and shit, I don't exactly know, but I feel like how insurance companies operate, they decide who they cover, but it's normally like a board of directors or whatever. This shit right here, Buddy is the sole, he created this formula that they run by, and they out here fucking a bunch of folks over. Like, I think that John Kramer
and he was feeding that nigga bullshit too, KTL.
What?
He was feeding them bullshit.
Well, yeah, so what I'm saying is, like, John Kramer, like, was making a request that most insurance companies would not cover, to be fair.
That's
like,
some whole ass shit to get mad at another nigga that won't cover it. Won't nobody cover it, bitch ass nigga.
Well, no, that's a fact, but I don't think, like, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was, like, necessarily about him. Like, he like, I think he felt a way that shit happened to him, but he was like, hey, bro, like, you're not even doing this shit just to me. You doing this shit to a gang of folks.
Hey, but tell that nigga about fucking business, nigga. I gotta get some pay.
Trey,
all my money protecting y'all, bro.
Hey, Trey.
Time to make money.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. He's a piece of shit, Trey.
Yo.
Fuck him.
Yo, he told the nigga John, he said, nigga, if you try to go outside of this practice and seek like some other coverage for that shit, you gonna get dropped from your coverage. Like, he told that nigga. He was like, we not gonna do your shit, but you can't even go look nowhere else for somebody else to do this shit, or we gonna drop you.
Well, the other shit too, Slim a motherfucker.
He told
like,
John
he knew he was feeding him bullshit because he was like, well,
that's
John,
pimp ass.
You have an inoperable malignant tumor. He was like, that was slick. He said that was slick, and then he told him some other shit. He said that was even slicker. Like,
yeah, and the problem is like
bullshit.
Hey, Pools, I feel like if he wouldn't have said that shit, it would have been all right. But John was like, he was like, he told him it's a nigga in Switzerland. And the nigga was like, nah, that shit ain't feasible, man. We can't cover that shit. And he told that nigga, hey, if you try to go outside,
because John was like, I got money. I don't give a fuck about money.
Yeah, he says about the principle.
That shit yourself, neither.
Yeah, that nigga said you try to go outside this practice and do that shit with somebody else. Then
so William told him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then he told that nigga, and he was like,
Whole time the motherfucker got nerve to have piranhas in his fish tank, Puos, man.
But he also said some shit like, think about what's gonna happen to Jill, like after you gone or whatever. Like, so he brought that nigga wife
this
up
nigga
too.
deserve to be in the trap, bro.
Hey Trey, you still feel that way?
Hey man, he told that nigga some pimp ass shit and he handled it like a hoe.
Now he tried to hold that nigga, bro. Like that nigga said, we ain't gonna. Hey Trey, he said we ain't gonna do it, and you can't go nowhere else for them to do it either, nigga.
What difference do it make if
That's
they drop
fire,
you, bro?
though.
You got all this fucking money you talking about, nigga. Fuck these niggas, right? They ain't even finna cover your shit. Who cares if they drop you? Quit being a hoe about it, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie to you though, Trey. Like you can tell
So
that
hold
sob
on.
story all you want. You got about 90 minutes to tell that sob story, and it's the last story you gonna
Wait,
tell.
wait,
Go
And
ahead,
what are you
gang.
talking
wasn't
about,
listening.
Trey?
Why
The nigga
wouldn't
still
they-
need insurance.
Why did they not do his shit? Like
It was
what
some
it?
bullshit.
Because they said it was like experimental and shit. Like it's not like basically the same reason that the fucking FDA won't allow people with like that's what fun fact, that's what the Dallas Buyers Club movie was about. The FDA don't like approve shit that they don't, they can't tax us or
BBC?
shit. You know.
Hey, but look, he kind of told that nigga too. He was like you said, it's experimental, and he was like, if that shit don't work, like he was like, your cancer gonna come back or whatever the type shit. But my thing is,
I can't get more cancer than I already got.
Yeah, if it come back, it come back, my nigga. Let me go get the surgery.
Yeah,
if it come back,
like,
then that's
I'm
one
gonna be
thing.
I'm gonna be more.
Yeah, that's a
dying,
whole
like,
ass reason not to
That nigga
Hey,
can't go nowhere else
Can
either.
I get a break?
Hey, Trey Puos, it's a chance that if I go over here to this nigga in Switzerland, he can heal, he can cure me of cancer. Nigga, if it comes back, then it comes back. But if I don't go, I have no chance of getting cured,
if I get cancer again, I will have not had cancer at a certain point.
Yeah, exactly. Like it can't get any worse,
There is
my
no
nigga.
point between now and my death that I will not have cancer.
William was holding
You
that
might
bitch.
as well
William
just
letting
keep
them
all
know,
your
though.
cancer than try and heal it, bro.
Yeah,
Raw
like
the cancer.
We ain't gonna help you, and if you go somewhere else, nigga, they ain't gonna help you, bitch. Just
Trey,
suffer.
Try to help
Trey-
you. I'm gonna hold you. So
Trey, what kind of
Like I said, bro, cry about it
Oh,
for 90
man.
minutes. That's all you got left, bitch.
Trey, what kind of reasoning is your cancer might come back, bro?
Man,
like
I don't care
you
about
already
what?
got cancer. You
I
might as
already
well.
got it.
Bro, you told that nigga you already got cancer. You might as well keep it, bro. Because
You might as
Hey,
well
and I
not
don't
try
give
to
a
heal
fuck
it,
about all
nigga.
of that.
It'll
You
come
got
back.
your stance, I got my stance. Now go put your face
Yes,
in some
go somewhere
steam,
else. We gonna
partner.
hold you, boy. You ain't
If you
doing
go
shit.
somewhere else, you're getting dropped. And so that also, like, that's why he brought up his wife because, like, Jill is on the insurance too, obviously. So
Nah,
if
put
he
this
goes
nigga in the
somewhere
trap,
else,
bro. Put him in the
if
trap.
he goes somewhere else, she getting
Like
her
I
shit
said,
dropped too.
Pujols,
yeah, for sure. Put Buddy in the trap. He a hoe.
he can be as cold as he wants, bro. He gonna be cold for 90 more minutes, bro. That shit over.
Hey,
with.
but we knew he was a hoe when he did that to that first nigga with the oral surgery. Like that was some
Man,
fucked up
that nigga
shit.
didn't mean it like that though.
How he
Man,
meant it.
that nigga had oral surgery
It
30
don't
years ago.
matter how you meant it. Now you got spikes in your hands, big dog.
Who told you to have that surgery 30 years ago? Nigga,
Trey,
Should have said it better.
The nigga pay his bills every month, nigga, on time, nigga. But 30 years ago, he had to get a cyst out his mouth.
Hey,
So he got dropped.
for some shit that happened before you was born.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Trey. It's crazy for folks to go way back in
That
time
nigga ain't
and try
30.
to cancel some shit, bro. Like,
William was 7 when that shit happened to Buddy. I don't give a fuck.
That nigga went back 30
That shit
years.
happened before you had this company, so we ain't covering that shit.
He told that nigga he lied on his application, bro.
Told you to be honest on your
Whole
application,
time.
didn't I?
whole time Buddy Mama took him to get that shit fixed. She ain't know that he was gonna be dying of heart disease 30 years
Yeah,
later.
you act like that man went on his own. Like nigga, his mama took him.
Shouldn't have did that shit, bro.
He had a cyst, fool. What he gonna do?
Shouldn't have got that hoe, nigga.
Hey, man, that's
Should've
raw
carried
years
some-
ago,
should've
and you
raw
still
that
should have
shit
said
out.
something, bitch ass.
Trey. Maybe he should have put it on his
Sauce on it.
account. But I think somebody was like, "You think he remembered that shit, or you think he did that on purpose?" And nigga was like, "He don't give a fuck." That's
Don't matter,
policy.
nigga. We ain't covering
Yeah,
that shit.
because
Get your
about to
bitch
say
ass
that's
out of
what he
here.
said. Slim,
He
he
said,
was
"I don't
like,
care
he
if you
was
get it
like,
on
it's
purpose
not.
or
He
not."
said it's not my job to judge their intent. It's about to judge what they did. You know, like,
That's a fact. Policy, nigga. Policy.
Get out of here, nigga.
and that's normally how it
All
works,
them niggas
bro.
left
My
and right, man.
experience. But
Let's get to the last trap, man.
No, it's
Policy.
two more trap. Oh, it's only.
It is only
I
one
gotta
more
be one more.
trap. Yep, it is only
Well, I
one
guess
more
that
trap.
other one not a trap because I mean that is a trap though.
Who?
Because you
Shit, he
depend
talking
on
about
the
the
light.
ending.
But it's one more trap.
He
For
talking about
William
the
to
ending,
solve,
right?
dude.
You depend on these other people. Like I
Well,
feel like
Pujols,
that's a trap
here's the
too.
here's the
Oh, yeah, I
trap
think
that
that's
you
a little
wanted
different.
to talk about, bro. So
It's my
you know,
favorite trap.
William gets to go to what is called the shotgun carousel, right?
Mine too.
You got 6 folks on it. Really? You got 6
Yeah,
folks on that.
all these traps was fire to me.
You got 6 folks on that bitch, and it's a shotgun pointed at that hoe, right?
What's their names? Big dogs. Hey, big dogs.
The dog pound, Slim.
Dog
it's
pound.
Snoop Dogg and his partners. But so John Kramer.
He think Eddie Winslow is Snoop Dogg. Like, what's up with
that
this
nigga
bro?
Eddie
That's
Winslow?
the name of
that black dude?
Dogg
Why
and
he
his
think that,
partners.
though?
Yeah, I told you that, Puss.
Just out of curiosity.
Eddie Winslow. Hold on, nigga.
Slim.
Eddie Winslow, the black nigga.
Shout out Eddie.
He's the only black
Snoop
nigga
Dogg's
up there.
rap group is called the Dog Pound.
I know, KTL.
That was the.
I was making a
bro.
racist.
Together,
I was making
bro.
a racist joke.
Come on, bro. Get it together. Come on, bro.
All right,
Don't know hip hop.
You know, you seen Eddie Winslow in this movie, Hunter?
I didn't know that was who that was.
See what I'm saying? Nobody
Damn, none of y'all niggas watch Family Matters?
I watch Family
I'm the only nigga that watch Family Matters.
No, I was not watching no
that
nigga.
That look exactly like that nigga, KTL.
He got cosmetic surgery, bro.
He said he got cosmetic surgery.
Bro, like,
you watching a nigga with glasses with suspenders on. I ain't watching that shit.
That shit was funny as hell.
Michael Jackson barely looked like young Michael Jackson, bro. Like when
you stole that nigga whole swag too, nigga.
You know? But so so there's 6 shells in the shotgun. It's 6 folks on the carousel. That bitch gonna go around and stop on people, and it's gonna keep going till it shoot, all 6 shots. He can save 2 of them, but he has to once again put his policy to the test of, like who is the most worthy to live and shit, right? So if he put his hand in this shit, it'll make that bitch aim at the ceiling and shit. And it doesn't tell you what it'll do, but it puts a spike through his hand and shit.
KTL.
Yes, brother.
Why can't he save all of them? Why is it only 2? They some hoes for giving him that option.
I'm not gonna lie, Puos, because if he tried to save all, first off, he wouldn't have saved all 6 of them. He's a piece of shit. Second off, if he would have,
I think he would have
all 6 of them, he wouldn't have learned nothing, bro.
I think he would have saved all 6 KTL because
he still ain't learned shit.
Slim, the first one he did, he just let a motherfucker die because he started to put his hand in there and he got shook. He pulled.
I think he did, Puos. Well, not really. Yeah, that
nigga just showed some hoes, bro. Let's keep it a
I say this.
Yeah, and the motherfucker said that to him.
He might not have, bitch.
Hey,
that nigga was wilding.
Hey, hold on, bro. So it goes around. It goes to the first motherfucker, and he's sitting there. He's like, bro, please, Mr. Easy, you don't even try to plead this case. You're just like, you got to save my life. Bang. That shit over with. Then everybody else started to realize they got to start finding shit to cop a plea with. Bitch started talking about,
and they was throwing each other under the bus too. KTL.
Yeah, motherfucker said, "Oh, look at like he steals money from you." Oh, all this
hey,
shit.
they was hoeing niggas,
bro. So he saved.
Hey, KTL. The girl said, "I'm pregnant." Nigga said, "No, she ain't."
No, she not.
And I think she got popped, didn't she?
Yeah, nah, she didn't. I thought that's the one that lived.
There was 6 people.
Well,
I think it was at least 3 women and 3 men.
It was
only 2 men. Huh? It was 3 men.
It was 3 men. It was 2 white guys and a black dude. The whole time the black dude.
He saved 2 bitches though, simp ass nigga.
Yeah, he did. But that
y'all want him to save a nigga?
The whole time, Eddie Winslow was trying to cop a plea. He's like,
I ain't saving no nigga.
Why? Because he's black, Trey?
For sure. He act like he's fucking on them hoes. Let's
keep it a
he was going to fuck on them hoes.
Black nigga would have been the first nigga to go fucking with me.
I told you, Slim.
Why, Puos?
That nigga was talking too much. Like,
Puos,
nigga, just sit down.
That's what we do. That's what we do, bro.
Your ass would have been the first to go. God, bro.
Puos, you talk like that.
No, I would have been like, I ain't finna like just dig suck for my life, bro. That ain't what I do. If you gonna murder me, bro, I ain't finna be begging, bro. Like that's what it is, bro.
Why do you hate black people?
I don't hate black people, nigga. All my bitches. I only got 1 bitch. Never mind.
Hell,
yeah.
With all my bitches.
I mean, he's still right. Like all his 1 bitch,
Yeah, she black. You know what I'm saying?
So
yeah, like I don't know, Puos. I'm just noticing a pattern here. That's what I was talking about, Slim, man.
KTL, the nigga is the one talking the most out of everybody, bro.
Yeah, but he was trying to cop a plea. Like
I don't want to hear that though.
Huh?
I don't want to hear you copping no plea, bro.
I'm kind of on your side, but like I still think
you hate
that
black
like,
people.
I mean, yeah, like me and you, bro.
What?
You fucked up now, nigga. We got that shit recorded forever.
Yeah, like me.
That's
Come on, bro.
playback for sure.
Nigga said, I mean,
friends, bro. We all have similar, like,
to the moon,
bro. We all
bucko.
have similar thoughts.
That nigga just admit that shit.
Put him in the
live,
chat, man.
Trey
live
Slim
on air.
Black people too.
Don't try to drag us in this.
No, that's why I hang out with y'all.
Nobody care if I hate black people. I'm black. We care.
Hey, we got
people,
we got one viewer too, and I heard you say that, KTL.
You said that. You are wilding, KTL.
He said Trey.
Oh,
yeah,
you said
Trey
rape
people.
Oh, I thought you said black people do that.
Oh,
I was about to say, you taking this joke too far, brother.
I don't know about that one, champ.
Who else heard they rape people?
Yeah,
Trey kind of wrong a little bit.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I don't give a fuck. I don't rape and I ain't say it. So I don't give a fuck.
He didn't even say Trey. But he was talking to Trey.
But never mind.
I thought you said you rape people.
Well, yeah, I realize what you're saying now.
Hey, this the nigga right here, man.
Who is
Disclaimer, man.
This nigga, that's him right there.
That nigga corny as hell.
Yeah, disclaimer, man. The views
no, the one on the left,
do not apply to me. You know, I love black people. You feel me?
You love black people.
You copping a plea right now.
He said, get your ass out of here.
You copping a plea. You want to hear that shit?
Hey, Puol.
Say you hate black people like I say I hate black. I love black people.
I can't, bro. Like they already tried to get me, Puol. So I'm one strike away from the gutter, bro. Like,
yeah,
but. Right, yeah, so, you know, he saved 2 bitches, right? Motherfucker saved 2 bitches, and, like, you know, so it goes shotgun kill, he saves a motherfucker, 2 more people die, and then he saves
nigga say, Mr. Easton. That nigga say, Mr. Easton, follow the policy. Nigga, what policy? What are you talking about here?
That motherfucker
that nigga healthy, bro.
He was like, Mr. Easton.
He did say that, huh? He said he was healthy as shit. Yeah.
He says, I put up the highest numbers. Mr. Easton, you need me. Like
that is the policy, young and healthy. That's the policy.
Man, all I know is that
so
motherfucker saved a bitch, and so the last dude knew he was fucked. He started talking.
So how everybody would react the same way, right? Like, I know I'm finna die. Now I gotta hold you.
That nigga was pissed.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm finna hold niggas.
I would have said way worse shit than that.
Well,
that's it, isn't it? It's over.
About look at me.
That's what I don't like. I definitely would hold a motherfucker, but I gotta stand on that, bro.
That nigga say, "Look at me when you killing me." That's what Battle Rap got that shit from.
That's crazy.
But he got shook.
That's what Battle Rap got that shit from.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, Battle Rap got that from that.
Bro, just his realization, like, I'm gonna die. Like, okay, I guess it's over.
But I don't like that shit,
pussy with motherfucker.
That nigga said, I guess it's over,
shit, bro. He's ass. Like
he stood on that shit.
No, he didn't, because the motherfucker
a bitch say one thing and it's all over.
And he said, you look at me when you're killing me.
Oh yeah, he did cop a plea.
And then he got shook.
Yeah, he tried to cop a plea.
He said, oh my God, no. Like, bang.
Bro, he could be shook that he know he's gonna die, bro.
Man,
yeah, I think that's what it was. He did that.
He didn't, man. As soon as the motherfucker looked at him, he didn't know he was finna die before then.
Nah, I think it's the fact that he was finna get shot. That's what made him. He was like,
man, I don't agree with you.
Yeah, nigga pull a shotgun in your face and you know you're
gonna die. I think that's what it was.
You gonna just eat that?
My argument is that he didn't. It wasn't about the shotgun. It was about Buddy looking at him.
Nah, I don't think it was about him looking at him though.
Was coming the whole time.
I don't think it was about him looking at. Yeah, KTL, you can know you finna get shot.
So that bitch raised in your face.
Exactly. Yeah, you can know
bro,
that.
Is that motherfucker like he could have did that a second sooner or a second later? I wouldn't have said nothing. But right when a motherfucker look at you, bro.
I don't think that was.
I think at best case scenario, this was horrible timing.
Mm-hmm.
But
he was wilding on that nigga, bro, and he meant that shit he said too.
So it gets to this point, right? We go to Detective Hoffman. He over there with Erickson and Perez. They there at the lab, you know. They had a call that they finally figured out the voice shit, right? So they go over there. He drinks.
This is the worst fucking scene.
And
this scene is crazy, nigga.
Crazy, like what's
crazy?
Like,
keep going, KTL. Go.
So yeah, like they breaking that shit down. He poured himself a cup of coffee. Motherfuckers talking about, you know. Like Perez is basically saying, like, I got you figured out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I feel like she was kind of saying this throughout the movie. Like, I kind of felt this way when she first popped up, and they was kind of saying like little slick shit. She was like, yeah. I feel like she kind of had this little thought. Well, obviously they did, but I feel like they had this thought like throughout the movie. Like they didn't really trust this nigga. They didn't really believe that Strom had did that shit like that.
Yeah, but yeah, so like they, that shit gets decoded, and you hear, Hoffman voice and shit. So he throw coffee in a bitch face, pull a knife out his pocket, and slice up Erickson, and then he go and stab that other bitch. Right? Here's what I don't like. Right?
Man, that ain't how it happened.
Hey, Puos. Well, yeah, he cut the lights off or some shit.
He didn't do shit.
But what I'm saying,
go ahead.
bro, I gotta say it, man. He knew that motherfuckers was finna be on to him, so he made a plan. He had a fucking cup of coffee and a knife. He ain't have a gun or nothing, right? He was able to throw, to kill 3 highly trained, federal agents.
Problem right
one
there.
bitch was a computer bitch.
There we go.
So
problem. We just ran into the problem right there. What you said?
But I'm
bitch was a computer bitch.
Highly trained. Is that what you said?
Puos, he just got smoked by an old man with cancer in an elevator with a gun in his hand last movie. But he can kill all these folks that are highly trained federal operatives with a knife and a cup of coffee.
Let me tell you this, bro.
Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. Go fuck yourself, bitch ass movie.
I kind of don't agree with y'all. Go ahead,
well, look, bro. All right, cool.
I'm not
you might have
caught. Movie. I'm mad at the last movie.
You might have caught my man's off guard. Cool. You pulled a knife out, slit his throat. Okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. You grabbed the Asian bitch. I'm Miss Bad Bitch. Pause. What's her name?
That's not what happened.
Yes, it is, nigga. I just seen it.
No, he threw the coffee in her face first.
Okay, she clearly recovered from that and pulled her gun out. Right.
I'm gonna be honest. That's hot ass coffee. That's a fact, though. It's hot ass coffee, bro. Pujols. If somebody get thrown hot coffee in their face, they not finna react regular right then and there, bro.
So what did she do? What did she do, bro?
That bitch fell back a little bit in the water.
That's when he grabbed the Asian bitch. What he did? What she do after that?
She pulled a gun and started shooting, and he used her as a shield. That's what Nino Brown did in
this is
New Jack
City. Trained fucking police bitch, right?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. That bitch started shooting, and he put the bitch.
This nigga whatever.
Pujols.
Let's rate this hoe.
Pujols. He literally threw coffee.
Making it worse.
He threw coffee in the bitch's face. Then she pulled her gun out and started blasting. The nigga grabbed the bitch and put it in front of him.
She could clearly see though. It ain't like she was blind, bro. She wasn't blind. If she was blind, she wouldn't even fire it in this direction, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna be honest. that bitch got hit with hot coffee, and she came back and just started shooting, bro. That's what happened.
My argument is that
you just giving this movie every.
I'm not. I'm just telling you, like I don't think it's just like. I don't think it's as bad at writing as you saying.
Why didn't she shoot randomly? Why was she shooting in their direction, bro?
She was shooting at that nigga,
so she could see him, right?
And he grabbed her and put the bitch in front of him, bro. Like a shit.
I just don't like.
How did it happen?
Why the fuck would I shoot her? Why would I shoot over there if I know she used as a shield right now?
She was already shooting before he grabbed the bitch. She was finna shoot.
So he was that fast to grab a bitch while somebody shooting at him and use her as a shield.
Yeah, before the bitch let off the shot, he grabbed the bitch.
Next scene, I'm out of here.
I just don't like that they turned this motherfucking Hitman Agent 47 when I just
saw the movie, bro. That nigga, come on, bro.
Come on, man.
I just saw it too, but that's not even why I think the scene crazy. I think the scene is fired because of the lead up to all that. Not even that part. The lead up was fired because obviously we know this nigga Hoffman did it, bro. They pretty much make this nigga come with them down there. And so the whole time they try to figure out who the fuck this is on The Voice is. Like they know it ain't Strom. They trying to figure out who it is. This nigga, you can see this nigga nervous as fuck, bro. He's walking around, pacing around the room. She's like, "Hey, you all right?" It seemed like something wrong, and she's like, "Hey, something kind of off, man. I don't know what's going on." And so it's like a little tense moment because we know this nigga finna get caught, bro. He nervous as fuck. He go over there and make some coffee. The whole time she questioning this nigga in the background, you hear like the little audio tape is playing, and that bitch is saying like, I know you kind of feel helpless right now, or some shit like that. I know you probably feel helpless. And the reason I think that's so cold is because they was interchanging that with the conversation where the lady was having with him. And this nigga as a character, this nigga literally, like from a character's perspective, the nigga is helpless and he feels helpless. And you can tell just by the way this nigga is like walking around the room looking all nervous because he know he finna get caught up. So I feel like that was kind of genius, my nigga. Like for them to put that in the background while she talking to this nigga, and all you hear is like them saying like, "You probably feel helpless right now." Like I think that was genius. I think that was crazy.
Bullshit logic.
It was genius, Puos. I think
you
it was
don't like
genius.
Midsommar, but you like that scene. All right,
I think that was genius, bro. It's not even the fight scene because I think when he slashed that nigga throat, it looked ass. Like the little motion, it don't even look like he did anything. But I just let that. I didn't mind that. But yeah, he caught Buddy off guard. He threw coffee in the other bitch face. She pulled out her gun, started shooting. He grabbed old girl and started shooting. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with that scene.
I'm just glad that this movie proved me right with the last movie, man.
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers Hitman Agent 47 all of a sudden, bro. When he just got,
I don't think he did a lot.
He had a gun in his hand and got caught up by an old man with cancer with a needle, bro. And that he
my
knew
nigga.
About, bro.
Oh Lord.
Like this is not the same character I just saw a movie ago. But, and he got beat up by fucking Peter Strom anyway, right?
Strom will beat your ass too. Why y'all be doing that?
I understand.
Strom will beat your ass, KTL.
I got KTL over Strom.
You got KTL over Strom?
Strom ain't shit.
What is KTL? What is KTL?
Who else? He been looking for 3 or 4 movies trying to find somebody that could beat.
Because I want to be realistic. I want to be realistic here. Like
I keep slapping every one of them, bro.
Hey, Puo. So Strom wouldn't have got KTL in that glass box. That's what you're telling me.
I hope not.
Shit. Lil KTL, but
I would
a nigga like 6'3".
A buck 80 KTL.
All muscle, bitch.
White.
What the fuck you talking about?
You talking about Lil White buck 80 KTL?
Fuck wrong with you?
Fight off Strom.
Fuck wrong.
Strom gonna get on his ass tray?
Come on, Puos.
That shit gonna get dark.
Bitch, I bench more than you eating a day. Fuck you.
Yeah, bro, that nigga Strong gonna put nigga in that box. You gonna be safe though, because that box.
I would have let him up.
You gonna be safe in that box?
Yeah, you gonna be safe, but you getting put in that bitch.
You wouldn't have let him throw you in shit. The nigga would have threw you in there, nigga.
You would have lost that fight for sure.
What the fuck?
You wouldn't have let him do
shit.
Hoes
like that though, do we?
Fuck wrong with him?
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me ask KTL, why would you let him throw you in the box instead of just getting in the box?
Be safe. What the
yeah, but why don't you just get in the box? You had that option.
I don't have that. Why would I have that option? He had a gun
because he had the option to get in the box.
A gun behind my head.
KTL, the option to get in the box, it was there.
He had a gun behind my head.
I hate this movie.
So you couldn't jump in the box because he got a gun?
No, he would have shot me while I was in the box.
Why you
Hey, Trey. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. He had a gun behind Hoffman's head too, nigga. And you seen Hoffman.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Do you think I just made that detail up?
Yeah, but why you can't do that?
Yeah,
why you can't do that, KTL?
So the final
because you ain't like that. You ain't like Strom, nigga.
I strapped it out with that nigga.
Yeah, bro. You can suck his.
Why KTL?
I don't want to hear nothing.
There you go.
Hey, I'm
that Strom nigga was one of them niggas.
Who else? He not over there dick sucking?
That boy KTL gay as hell, boy.
Not over there dick sucking Strom.
KTL gay as fuck.
Yeah, because you not like Strom.
I don't think he's doing
that. Gay as hell, KTL. I'll tell you one thing.
Man worship.
End of the movie upcoming. Let's get.
Boy, it might be gay as hell, man.
Man worship, bro.
Why? Because I said he could beat your ass?
No, because you just said you not like Strom.
You not.
You rolled your neck when you said
you not like Strom. You not like Xavier. What's that black nigga that died? You ain't like that nigga.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, he definitely ain't like that nigga. You might be like
that
Danny Glover. He was
got
ass.
A Mount Rushmore of men.
You might be like Danny Glover.
You got a Mount Rushmore of men's.
That nigga's ass. There you go being gay again.
You just worship 4 men.
You gay, KTL.
Why you got 4 men?
You're gay.
Man,
like George.
This is 4 episodes and niggas can't stop.
Why is he so gay?
Tell me.
I don't know, but Man Rushmore was heavy. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit land.
That's gay.
Men's Rushmore, bro. It wouldn't have been so bad, bro. You just named 4 folks. Like
I named 4 folks that could beat your ass. How's
exactly.
that? So why
you like them? Because you like them.
Why they just get dropped, bro, like that?
Because he thinks it. Never mind.
Don't bring me in this.
That nigga
can't do shit with me.
That nigga
yes,
he can't do shit with me.
2 movies ago, bro.
Don't bring me in this.
Yeah, I just talked about him a movie
I
ago,
beat
bro.
KTL little ass.
Bro, you can't even survive a trap.
I beat your little ass, my nigga. I done seen you.
Y'all the same size.
I'm taller than this nigga. I done seen you.
Saying throwing hands at you was worse than a saw trap? That's crazy.
You taller.
Hey Trey. Trey, you notice we never heard KTL talk about throwing hands. The nigga always talk about y'all kick a nigga chest through his chest. He ain't never said nothing about them hands. Them hands ain't like that.
That nigga hands
ain't like
They
that.
don't gotta be. He gonna
That
kick
nigga said
you.
his hands ain't certified.
Hey, that shit funny.
Hands ain't like that.
Hoe up and it landed. That's hilarious.
He don't
You
gotta be
don't
like
say
that.
you kick a nigga chest
Hey,
through his chest,
I just said I would
That nigga
slap
always
the
talking
shit
about
out of him
kicking.
last
Hands ain't got
episode.
no
We talking about hands. We ain't talking about slapping. We talking about hands. We talking about beating your fucking ass. We talking about beating your fucking ass,
It ain't
KTL.
nothing between us but
This
space and opportunity.
nigga.
What's up?
This nigga.
It ain't
We
nothing
talking
but air
about
and
beating your
opportunity.
fucking
I just
ass.
showed you a fist last episode.
Boy, you from
idiot.
Orange, Texas.
Stop
You not
talking.
like that.
Bro, you're from Hammond.
You from Orange,
You're
Texas.
from Hammond.
You're from Orange,
You're
Texas.
from Hammond.
You're from Orange. Hammond niggas will beat your ass. Hammond niggas will beat y'all ass.
Not a single one of them. I got
Are you-
1,000. What's up?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. You from
I got
Orange,
1,000.
Texas,
What's
KTL.
up?
Y'all not like
I got 1,000. What's up?
You don't,
Oh,
because you
alright.
capping
Say less.
for the internet.
You don't.
You capping for the internet.
Bro,
That you don't.
I got 1,000, bro.
He
Put up
don't
your
got 1,000 on
Put it
shit.
on
This
camera.
nigga's lying.
Put 1,000 on live right now.
You know I bet some money.
1,000
KTL ain't gonna
on
put
live right
shit
now.
up. He's lying.
All right, bro.
The nigga want to cap for the camera.
Don't got nothing,
Put a
bro.
bed on live.
He want to
Bro,
cap for
band
the
on
camera.
live,
Scrap
bro.
it out with this nigga.
Puos, I would. This nigga's lying. He's
If
fucking
that's-
lying, bro.
Y'all
When a
niggas scrap
motherfucker
it
can't
out on
respond,
cam.
all they gonna say is, man, that ain't real.
Did he not hear me say I would? I know you
Why
won't.
these
Shit
niggas
not
wanna
real.
scrap it out though? Like
This
what
nigga-
happened?
How many times I gotta say I would,
That shit
Puos?
not
Like,
real. He's
just
lying.
ignore what I'm saying. How many times I gotta say I would?
He's
I know
lying.
he won't.
Alright, scrap
I
it
know
out
this
with
nigga.
that
I've been knowing this nigga for 5 years. I know he won't.
Yeah, I slapped the shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Well,
so,
prove
yeah,
it
so
to
we
me.
get to the end of
Prove
this
it to me
movie,
then.
right? You know what I'm saying?
I'll
And
fuck this podcast
motherfucker-
up. I'll beat this nigga ass.
I bet you will fuck a podcast up.
KTL, you better go talk to one of them
One
other
thing about
niggas like
you
that.
gonna talk.
You better go talk to one of them other
You
niggas
gonna
like
talk.
Didn't even
that.
say nothing to you though, Slim.
He know how to talk.
He better go talk to one of them other niggas
Yeah,
like
you good
that.
at talking.
KTL, I will beat your
Good at
ass.
talking.
Like
You
this
waited
type,
a
see,
whole
but
week
this is
to
what I'm
think
saying.
of
Like
that
this is the type of
reply.
nigga I just slap, bro.
You waited
Like
a
he,
whole week to think
the
of that reply.
niggas that do this, like KTL don't never do this, bro.
It took him a whole week to think
KTL
of that, bro.
Hey,
It
I'm gonna
took
keep
him
it a buck.
whole week
This
to think
K,
I'll beat
this
your
is
ass.
KTL's internet
bro.
personality,
What are
bro.
we
He don't
talking
do
about
this.
In
What are we
real life,
talking
he
about?
ain't
Because I would have been slapped
What are
KTL
we
in real life,
talking
but
about?
he don't talk like this.
What are we
Like,
talking
he don't
come
do
on,
that
bro.
shit in real life.
No,
talking
bro.
about, bro?
Oh man.
Like I would have, like if KTL was talking to
What
me
are
like
we
this,
talking
I
about,
would have
bro?
been slapped this nigga, bro.
My
Hey,
motherfucker
KTL,
waited a
man.
whole. He ain't say this last week when I said I would slap him. He waited a
KTL,
week.
you're not gonna
He
do
waited a
anything.
week.
You're
Wait.
in
Oh,
the
and you
comfort of
tough, huh?
Orange, Texas, saying
You
that.
tough, huh, glasses
You in the
man?
comfort of Orange,
I
Texas,
hear you,
saying that.
glasses man.
A nigga ain't got to be tough
Bro,
to
you're
slap
in
you.
a meat. Stop
A
talking
nigga
to me.
slap you.
You're
Nigga ain't
in
got to
a
be
meat.
tough to slap you.
You're in a meat.
Them ain't no prerequisites,
Bro,
You know what
nigga.
they said about KTL?
They said there ain't no pre.
Nigga think being tough is a prerequisite to slap
Man,
him.
women get tough with you. That's how I know you not like
You-
that.
Hey man, get
women
to
get
the
tough
end
with
of this
you.
hole, bro.
Women don't get shit with
Women
you.
get
Y'all
tough
can
with
Women
scrap
don't
it
get
out
shit
after
with
this.
you.
This whole live. Scrap it out after
Boy,
this.
What that
KTL ain't gonna
mean,
do
Puos?
shit, Puos.
What
He
that
not
mean?
gonna
Well,
do anything.
Y'all
What
niggas
that
been
mean?
crashing the last 2 weeks. What's up?
I'm finna crash tomorrow too.
This
Oh,
shit wild
man,
entertaining.
bro.
I ain't gonna hold you.
It
Get on that
is,
nigga
but
It ain't. It ain't.
niggas gonna like watch this shit and
It's
be
not,
like,
bro.
damn.
He said they gonna be like, damn.
They gonna think this nigga actually telling the truth. This nigga cap. That's all he do.
You know what, bro?
Hey, bro,
I
motherfuckers gotta
ain't
keep telling the
politically
internet,
correct
bro.
no more. Scrap it out. Fuck it. Do y'all
Hey,
thing.
I done talked about raping bitches 3
Fuck
weeks
that
straight.
white
I
nigga,
know,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah,
We
and
can't do
and
that
I
on
will.
live, Trey. Like dead ass. We can't. Nah,
Damn, I
we
can't say
can.
that?
Look, nah, you can't.
He said we
Damn, that's
can't.
crazy.
Look,
It ain't me. You said it.
Yeah, for sure. My views reflect the views of everybody on the
But
podcast.
look though, they gonna say like, cause I was laughing at it, like I agree with it. Like, nah, shit just funny.
you
I feel
definitely
like-
did that shit.
I feel like you do. Why wouldn't you? Shit, it's just rape.
Oh man, I don't agree with you at all, but A nigga getting put in the saw trap and then like he flipped the tables on him and started doing.
Sound like Trey Trap.
That shit pretty fucking funny, man.
Hey, they thought
like
they
Trey
had
Trap.
upper hand. I'm gonna start knocking them hoes down. Ain't never see that shit.
A motherfucker told me earlier you was finna be inside a bitch and a bitch was finna be inside you.
Yes.
I ain't tell you that shit earlier, nigga.
Bro, nigga, get to the end of the fucking
I swear
movie.
to God, a motherfucker
I said that shit
that.
yesterday, nigga.
Whenever that was, I don't know who said
All
it.
right, man. So Pete, so after the shotgun carousel shit, Buddy get to stabbing motherfuckers up in the police room and shit. Just so we clear on the kill count, he grabbed his knife, slashed Erickson in the neck, throw hot coffee on Perez, and then he cut the power with his blade and shit. Grabbed the Asian officer, used her as a shield. Perez.
Wait a minute. Rewind. Is that what happened? Because if that's what happened, then that makes even more sense, Puos. Did he cut the power
Yeah, he
before
cut
he
the power
grabbed the
before
bitch?
she grabbed the gun. Yeah, for sure.
Well, that makes even more sense, Puos.
Man, I can see everything that was happening though.
That nigga say I can see everything, nigga.
I could too, Puos.
I can see everything from the.
So how he knew
I can
where
see
she was
everything
at
from
to
the
stab
TV too,
her
nigga.
in the stomach?
She was right next to the nigga.
You gotta stop giving this nigga everything, bro.
Is it not true? She was right there.
Okay, bro. No, she wasn't.
I'm just saying, Puos, because I wasn't paying attention to I can see everything too. But if he did cut the lights like Trey said, then that makes sense. Like that would make more sense.
He definitely cut the lights. Then he grabbed Asian Shorty. Perez put 3 shots in Shorty back. He dropped that bitch. Went up. Lou Castro stab on Perez.
How did he know? How did he find her?
Who, Perez or the Asian?
How he find Perez?
I guess
it's pitch black in there, right? That's the scene nigga setting up, right?
He can see that bitch. She can see him too. I don't know why she kept shooting after she realized she was shooting an Asian bitch in the back.
That's what I'm, bro. Clearly,
that's your ass. Like,
so what did cutting the lights do?
And also, you only got 3 shots in your gun, bitch. That's a service pistol. Bitch, you supposed to have at least 6, bitch. Goddamn, you took 3 shots and all of a sudden they got the poking you up.
Service pistol. Shout out Black Roots.
Yeah, she was supposed to dump a clip on that bitch at least.
Gonna kill
I don't know. Plot armor. So plot armor allowed him
to she died
that bitch.
Yeah,
that's plot armor for sure. She fired 3 shots out of the service.
Nah, he said she was fine.
He was mad about that shit with Megan Good last movie.
Yeah, that Megan Good.
I didn't care about that.
I fuck with Jill Tuck, man. Shout out to her.
Big Meg.
Why you like Jill Tuck? She regular.
She kind of cute, bro. She kind of
like
cute.
White hoes, bro.
Old ass.
I like all hoes.
We slightly skipped over this detail because it does matter. Another one of the reasons they was closing in on him while his voice was playing in the background was that they identified the fact that Agent Strom's hands, his fingerprints were dead already.
He was already dead.
Oh yeah, that was fire too.
And he had that hoe in the trunk of his car.
I was getting to that part. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were identifying the fact, like that was another one of the pieces of incriminating evidence was that, like, along with this voice being different and all the shit pointing towards you, it couldn't have been Strom because when his fingerprints were found at the scene, his hand was dead already, so he wasn't even alive for his.
Hey Trey, you can so you can tell dead fingerprints versus live fingerprints.
Yeah, I think it has to do with
I've been watching a lot of NCIS lately. I'm starting to think that shit is possible.
That's what I was questioning. I was like, I didn't know this nigga was dead.
Bro, forensic science is a bad motherfucker, especially like the medical examiners with the autopsy reports and whatnot.
And this shit was damn near 15 years ago. They even colder now.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, they tell him that he know his goose cooked, so he get to stabbing everybody up in that bitch. He get out of there unscathed. Yeah, you never heard that's the phrase.
I have. I never heard nobody use it.
He hit the trunk and then he go in the trunk and we realize that he has Strom's severed hand. It flashes back to the end of Saw 5 where he takes pliers and pulls Strom's fucking severed hand off the top of the cage.
He might be a weirdo, bro. He's a weird nigga.
Might be a genius. And then they show him
kind of be weird as fuck
on a bunch of. Well, he's set up.
That's weird.
It's got to be a little weird.
Yeah, it is weird to take a nigga hand. It's just like
if it's gonna keep me out of prison and shit, I'll do it too.
Fuck that nigga. Frame a motherfucker.
I just think that nigga weird as fuck.
He watched that nigga get smashed from a glass box below. But
hey yo,
I'm not taking no hand. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's weird as hell.
Hey man,
I didn't say shit.
No, never mind.
He definitely watched that shit. But yeah, so
he said he watched Buddy get
they flashed like him putting his fingerprints on all that shit. And then he burned his hand in that little warehouse fire and shit to make it seem like he died in there or some shit or whatever the fuck, or just to get rid of the evidence, I guess.
I didn't even notice it.
But yeah, so now
I don't think Erickson was dead either down there. Because he like made it. He had
was after that fire, nigga.
Yeah, after the fire for sure.
He poured gasoline all on that bitch.
Over with.
That's when he did it. The nigga started moving or some shit, like coughing or some shit.
Weak ass nigga getting cut on the throat. Bitch.
It was a bitch ass
That
cut.
couldn't happen.
It wasn't even the throat. He got cut on the side of the neck.
Yeah, it was a bitch ass cut, bro. Like
No,
that cut was
couldn't
ass.
Like he ain't even poke him up for real. Like he just slashed across his shit.
The nigga just raised his arm. Hey Trey, the nigga just raised his arm
Everybody's
for real.
so tough.
That shit was
First
ass.
of all, I would have realized like this probably this nigga who the Jigsaw. That's number one. I would have probably.
Who else? Literally leading up to that shit, he moves his vest or whatever out the way of his gun. He knows what's finna happen. He ready to get active.
I'm not gonna be around, but like right by that nigga, no way.
Yeah, I would have went straight blick. Like, hey.
Yet
you know
again,
what's
somebody
going on around
standing where they shouldn't be.
Yeah, I would have never got captured by 80% of these people, so I'm cool.
I understand, bro. So
What about the other
two
20%?
niggas? Yeah, if you
So
got
William
two niggas,
Easton.
like maybe that'll work.
Yeah, William. I don't know. William.
Yeah.
What if it's
goes,
what if it's Jill and Amanda,
No.
Puos?
Oh, that's free as hell. I'm beating the shit out them hoes.
I'm letting them take me.
Look, yo,
Yeah,
see,
out of
look,
control.
saving
Let
hoes
me
and
take
shit.
you being horny and get your ass
Shout out.
boxed.
Hell
Exactly.
yeah.
Look
I
at
want
this
to go
nigga.
I want to go with Jill at. I fuck with
Yeah,
her.
that bitch ain't
Tripping.
going nowhere where you
I
finna
think
get
I
no
got
pussy.
I got PTSD. I think that was
Boy,
my
you-
first.
them
that
rape
was my
movies and
first-
shit you used to watch.
Nah, damn. Puos, what?
I'm asking.
Pussy
Why would I
traumatic
get?
stress
Why would I get
Puos, he think that's
PTSD
what's
from
finna
rape
happen to him?
movies?
I mean,
He think I'm the bitch I watched the movie with. Like,
You
why
think
would I
that's
get
what's finna
that?
happen to
Jill
him?
might want to get active with you. I ain't say
I
no
definitely
nigga
feel
raping you,
man.
nigga.
What?
I
What?
said Jill them might want to get active with you. They might want to.
Rape is against your will, though. It's not rape if it's
Rape
not against
is
your
not
will.
real.
What's up with this nigga?
Well, that's
bro?
I don't know, man.
Hey, that was a sign, Trey.
Well, that's like
What happened?
your opinion,
Your
man.
shit cut up.
Yeah, I opened up Instagram. I was just doing a whole bunch of dumb shit. Rape ain't real though. That's all I said. No such thing.
What is it?
Rape is consensual sex that she ain't agreed to yet.
Hey, man, if you one of the people who
You
I
wouldn't
like
know.
said come watch this podcast with, I don't agree with, bro.
Trey, have you had a lot of those
But
moments?
if he was in a salt trap and he decided to do that to the people
Yeah,
who
but
put
he
him
was
in
the
there,
victim.
I'm not like I think that's cool.
Trey didn't consent, KTL?
Hell nah.
Well, he
I
didn't
don't.
know he
I don't
didn't
never
consent.
offer consent to them hoes.
Hell
No, he
nah, they
said
just
you.
take that. Never mind.
He said
Alright,
you was.
so,
He said that you was the
right.
victim.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what happened with me.
Oh,
my business. I'm
Stop making them fucking jokes then.
minding my
Fuck.
business.
whoa,
So we fast forward. William Williamson and shit.
whoa, Trey.
He
William
come out of that last
Williamson.
room with the shotgun roulette.
That nigga named William Easton.
Yeah, him and Paul been pushing that joke. For 30
Mr.
minutes.
Easton.
It's not a joke, nigga. I thought that was his name.
I went to
No.
school with a nigga named Will
shot.
Williams.
Back.
See?
Shout out
I
Will
did go to
Williams.
school with a nigga
Shout out
named Will Williams, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he come in his room and
Shout
then
out Will
he, like,
Williams.
end up in like a cage type deal. So on his left is it Pamela? Yeah.
No, his
Yeah.
right is the bad
Oh,
bitch.
hey, real quick before
Yeah.
that, at one point, you know, the mother and son they in the cage, they pulled a lever and shit.
Oh
That
yeah,
don't
and
do
nothing
nothing.
happens.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
But then the bitch was like, I think I
He
know
said,
what it
know what this
does.
is for. Like,
No, you
Hey, wait,
don't.
hold on.
She
bro.
was capping.
Did niggas already know that wasn't his wife and kid?
Fuck no. I thought it
Okay,
was.
I mean,
I'm just
I
making sure.
did,
I'm
but
just making
like,
sure.
you know,
Yeah.
like,
So
How did you
do?
know,
'Cause
KTL?
you saw the movie
Yeah.
already?
yeah. Well, I actually, this is like the movie that I haven't seen all the way through. But I whenever I went on my Saw binge, I was like reading about everything about that motherfucker.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
That's
so
what he
you
did.
just watching it from the first time through? No, I had no clue.
Yeah, I'm about to say like it
But,
was.
I
Set up
definitely
for
thought that was
nobody
his
to
wife and
know
kids.
that,
Yeah,
like,
so we get there. Spoiler alert.
I was
so
like,
on
this
his
nigga
right-
cheating on his wife with the journalist?
Yeah, that's his sister on one side, and on the other side, it's the son and the mom who've been in that trap
That's
essentially
his
all day.
sister?
yeah,
That
that's
ain't his
sister.
fucking
That's why I said that.
That's
Like,
his sister?
That ain't
Yeah,
his
that's
yes,
his
that's
sister.
his sister.
That is his sister.
I thought that was his
Are y'all
bitch.
sure?
No,
that's his sister.
Because that was who he was on the phone with, and she says, "You're really gonna stand your sister up on her birthday?" Like,
I thought,
No, nigga.
I
that
thought
ain't
she
what
was-
happened.
yeah, I
That's
thought
yes,
she
it
was
was,
meant.
bro.
She was in the
there
room with
the
that nigga.
lawyer. He was in there with the lawyer, and I was pretty sure he was fucking on that hoe. But he's talking on the phone, and he's like, something. Yeah, I know it's your birthday. I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna get up to you. And she said, "You're really gonna stand your sister up on her birthday?" Like,
I
I don't
thought,
think that happened.
that is,
Yeah, I
bro.
thought he
100%
was-
happened.
I 100% can guarantee.
I think
you
me and Slim think the same shit.
man, I don't know what
y'all might be
never
wrong. I
mind.
ain't gonna hold you.
I'll
let
watch
me
the
look it up,
unrated
man.
version.
They
I'll
watched
look that
Law
hoe up.
6, Trey.
Look
Yeah,
up the
that's-
unrated version, bro.
Look at this nigga, boy.
He
That's
said the
1,000%
unrated
his
version.
sister.
That's what I watched. Cause I thought he was cheating on his wife with her.
That's what I thought at first.
That's his sister, bro.
That's his sister.
Look
bro.
up the unrated version, man. These niggas.
But,
what type of
while we
weird
do that,
kinky
so
shit
he
did
pull
you
up in
watch?
the cage and shit. His sister on one side, and then that mom and son combo on the other side. So his sister happy to see him type shit. Mom and son over there like scowling at him like they pissed. Like niggas been pissed at this nigga all day. So it flashes and we learn that is not his wife and his son. That's actually the wife and son of the nigga from the beginning of the movie.
Henry or Harry or whatever his name was.
Who he denied some coverage to, and he was essentially
Harold,
guy
nigga.
behind that shit.
Yeah.
Harold, yeah, okay. So they pissed and shit. So now like
that's definitely her brother, Trey.
100%.
You gotta say it to Pools. Pools didn't believe it.
Oh wait, what happened?
That's they brother.
I ain't believe it either.
Yeah,
that's her brother.
That's ass. That should have been the bitch he was fucking.
Yeah, she was cold, but
Yeah,
that would have been incest.
Thought that was his bitch. That would have made it a lot better.
And incest is wrong.
Incest is definitely wrong. That shit wild. Don't do
that. That nigga think incest wrong.
Yeah, that was
rape not wrong.
Rape isn't real. It can't be wrong. But anyway,
that was what I was going for. Pools. It was the alley.
Yeah, that's cool. But rape ain't real. But so yeah, the mom and son over there pissed and shit because like it's classic Jigsaw scenario. Can you forgive a motherfucker who done you wrong? And a classic regular person answer is fuck no. So Buddy pulled a lever.
Hold on now, because the mom, she was like, hey, I gotta do this shit not because I can't forgive you for what you did to me, but because I couldn't forgive myself for what you might do to other folk. And she goes to pull the switch, and she's like, nah, I can't do it. And so we finally finna see, the positive ending. A motherfucker learn their lesson or whatever. And Buddy says, fuck that. You killed my father, you motherfucker.
His bitch ass.
He pulled a lever. Guess what? Stabby stab in the back, but it's a little different this time. So now they just literally injecting fucking acid into this nigga back. And he start caramelizing into the motherfucking gate and shit.
I got a question, bro. Like, I've thought about this every time. Like, would that trap have worked if he wasn't standing where he was standing? Like, if he was standing on the other side, would that hole have hit him still?
Could he just dug down?
I'm saying, like, if he was standing, like, because, that bitch swings down like a hinge. And
I don't think so. I don't think he could duck.
Like, I just feel like he probably wouldn't have, like, that shit wouldn't have happened to him like that.
Trey, you breaking up.
Was that he was being like pressurized or something? Because like, why it didn't activate the first time when he wasn't in there? Like when
I assume it like it doesn't activate until the timer runs out.
Okay.
But
that shit was crazy.
Yeah, so like Buddy turns into fucking paste and shit.
Yeah, they turned that nigga into a liquor.
Bro, that nigga did all that shit just for that. Like that shit.
Hell yeah, but I mean, to be fair, he deserved it. Yeah, like
that's a great way for a nigga like him to die. Nigga melt. Bitch ass nigga.
You don't think he learned his lesson?
Hell no, I don't think
he learned that shit in hell.
All he did was save some hoes.
If it was me,
it literally, he did not. I don't think he saved a single but a man in this. He just saved a bunch of bitches. Like,
I mean, I ain't mad at him for that.
I'm not mad at him, but he definitely was just like he wasn't doing that shit out the kindness of his heart. He was trying to get some neck.
That nigga could have saved all the bitches. Like
he was trying to get some neck, bro. He wasn't doing that out the kindness of his heart.
I ain't saving no old bitch with no kids. What you doing here?
Who else you gonna say?
He ain't want to say the queen nigga that got hoes.
Yeah, I would have said the nigga who was fucking the bitches and shit.
He ain't got enough hoes though, because they would have mentioned that shit like this lady got family and shit. But this nigga, he got like
he
man
didn't.
bitches,
But that's what I said earlier.
I think
Trey, like that shit happened, and like they were like nobody would miss him. He don't got no bitches if they wouldn't miss him. Like,
yeah, that's a fact. Because if I was in that trap, they would have that shit off. Like this nigga got bitches.
Nobody would miss him. Is crazy. So let him go.
You're married.
Hey, I know y'all talking about the last trap, man, but when Buddy killed, well, he didn't kill dude, but he hit that lever. Did y'all see like whenever that shit was happening to dude, he was getting injected? That nigga started crying, like he was laying on his mama crying. Y'all seen that shit?
Nigga, pussy.
Yeah,
stand on what you did, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, that nigga did all that shit and he started crying.
You wanted some revenge? Oh, it don't look good now, huh?
I would have been Harlem shaking while that shit was happening. Like, fuck this nigga.
Harlem shaking is nuts.
He see a nigga getting injected because this is a smart ass nigga, so he knew what the fuck that was anyway. He knew all that shit.
Been doing that.
He see a nigga getting injected with all that shit.
Oh God.
Oh man, the dance of sorrow.
Yeah,
oh God. I know how to do that hoe too.
You said they be doing what in that dance, KTL? What they do in that dance?
What they be doing in that dance? Wagging his ass at a dying man.
That's not what's happening. Ooh, I almost called you the F word.
Trey, how that sound out of context?
Ooh, nigga.
I'm gonna read that shit where it's at.
Motherfucker, I be so close to
He
calling
said,
you niggas the F
"Motherfucker."
word, nigga.
Yeah,
He sound like that nigga in that trap, KTL.
This
You
podcast is
motherfucker,
making you a better
spineless,
person, Puos.
spineless
Yeah, all right.
motherfucker.
I can't wait till this shit like
You
get off
learning to
live.
censor yourself more, bro.
Yeah, watch this.
Watch this. But yeah, I think that's how the movie ends, right? Buddy just melting.
Nah,
No,
your man.
Fuck
okay,
no.
yeah,
nah.
no. Okay, so
Hoffman,
the
nigga.
whole time,
Hoffman.
Melton?
No, nigga said Hoffman.
No, I don't know where Slim went, but right. So
Nigga the salt trap. Right?
yeah, he went in that elevator. I told his stupid ass, you want to be tough, Slim. They got your ass, didn't they?
What gay ass shit KTL just said?
Walked in that fucking elevator.
Gay, though.
KTL, you scared of elevators? Weak ass nigga.
Yeah, I understand, bro.
Nah, nigga. Hey, that's another thing. A
Trap.
nigga say he gonna do
go.
some shit to me, and
That's
he's
why
scared of
you went to the
elevators.
elevator.
He's scared of fucking elevators.
Bro, you're scared of glasses, bro.
Here we go,
You're
bro.
scared of glasses of milk. Get the
Are
fuck
you
out of
stupid?
here.
What the fuck
Man,
are you
get
talking
your
about?
bitch ass on. Now, what I said
You talking about because
was
you drink milk out of glass?
Hoffman-
That shit nasty,
Hoffman
nigga.
got, you know what I'm saying, the whole
Shit
time
like that.
he went back to the like where he was supposed to be watching the trap at.
Fucking
And he
unsanitary,
sit down
nigga.
on that man. Go drink some milk, bro. You're not tough.
This nigga drink milk out of
Come
glass.
on, bro. Get swole. You're not tough enough. Drink some
No
milk.
lips be touching the fucking
come on,
glass.
Come on, bro.
What's wrong with you?
Bro, you'll stick your tongue in a
That
bitch
shit is
ass if
crazy.
you won't drink milk out of glass. Get the fuck on, bro. But
bro.
what? Yeah. So like Hoffman sit down in that chair and shit, and he sees, you know what I'm saying, the paper that was delivered earlier to Jill Tuck was a letter that he wrote to Amanda, and I like this a lot. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives context to that dumbass shit Amanda did.
Yeah, they do this shit every movie.
Basically,
They've been doing this every movie.
he told that bitch, hey, like I know your secret and shit. So here's what's gonna happen. You gonna kill this bitch, or I'm finna tell John Kramer, you know what the fuck you done did. And
that's some bitch ass shit to say too.
It is. It's some bitch ass shit, but
you.
I think it literally gives her a reason to have done did that shit. You know?
I agree with you.
Like,
still some bitch ass shit to say.
So like he sees that shit, he's like, what the fuck? How'd they get that? And all of a sudden he gets shocked from under the chair and shit. And Jill Tuck, like, you know, he's knocked out. She strapped his arms to the chair and put their reverse bear trap on his head. She said, hey, he left 6 envelopes. The last one was a picture of you. And it goes, you know, flashes back to a motherfucker saying, like, you will be tested and shit. Like, in Saw 3, you know, motherfuckers was looking at that bitch from the perspective of the detectives and shit, you know, like, oh yeah, he's talking to the detectives. No, he was really talking to Hoffman. He was like, he told like Amanda earlier in the movie, he said, I don't got no test. Like, I didn't have one. Oh, everybody gets tested. Some shit gonna happen to you, my boy. So she put that bitch on him. He started to chair that bitch, say, game over, close the door. Buddy
fire. Somebody said game over again. It's lit.
Facts. Buddy started just headbutting his fucking hand and shit. He go to like break that bitch off and shit so he can slide down out there. He tried to get that trap off him. He can't. So he got to go stick his face in some metal bars in the window.
Don't breathe, Trey.
And that bitch
Facts.
go. That
You gonna
bitch
get
go. That's a movie,
crushed.
ain't it?
Yeah, you're gonna get crushed.
But he like, you know, he stick his face in the bars. That bitch go to open, but it can't open because of that. And he got to rip his whole cheek out his, you know, his the metal out his cheek, like, you know.
You been saying rip his whole cheek out his what?
Out his face, but like that don't make sense. I don't
Okay.
think. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense. Like, because you can't rip your cheek out your face.
That nigga's face was definitely like tore off, kind of.
Hell
Bro,
yeah.
cheek though. Pause.
That nigga had the will to live though. That's what Jigsaw keep talking about.
I think that's
Them
a
niggas got the
cheap
will to
ass
live.
way
Yeah,
to
nigga
get
not
out of that.
reaping.
I think that's
I
some
ain't doing
bitch
that.
ass shit. But like, I get it. You know.
Why you think it's some bitch ass shit?
Because like a motherfucker, like you okay, so like you was in a fucking, you know, like a bitch, because like some shit was supposed to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you became a wild.
You mad because nothing happened to him?
No, here's what I'm saying, Slim, is that like the point of it was like motherfucker said like you gonna go through a test. So like I guess what, from my understanding, she was supposed to like watch what the fuck he did, and if he got too out of line, she was supposed to do that to him. So he goes, you know, gets put in that chair and shit. You know,
Why
like
would you think
this
that?
was the end. What do you mean?
Nah,
Because why else would he leave that envelope for like her, like with his picture?
Because
She
that was
supposed to test him.
That was the test, but so
what
I'll
I'm
say
saying
this,
is like a motherfucker had gotten too out of control. He's doing like some more shit. You know, John work is technically done now. You feel me? Like I think this was the last shit that he was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And so, Hoffman, like, he been fucking up, you making a spot hot. So, all right, we finna get rid of you, and that's gonna be everything is clean, severed, the story wraps up. A motherfucker, like, is tied to that chair, and he found a way out of it. I get it. It's ingenuity and the will to live. But, like, I just think that's, like, some bitch-ass shit that, like, a motherfucker, like, gave him a way out like that. Bro, do you know how coincidental it has to be that you're in a building with bars on the window that you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how much shit has to line up perfectly for you to not die in this trap?
I think
it's plot armor. That's what I think.
It's one of the things Pujols is talking about, but I think I understand why it happened.
Damn,
like
dude.
Once again, I think he's talking to you, Trey. But
you know who I'm talking to.
I think I understand exactly what happened and why it happened and how it happened, man.
That
like
shit plot armor.
Even if niggas don't like it, I feel like I understand. Like it makes sense to me.
It's plot armor.
Well, this whole for the past 5 movies, Jigsaw been talking about the will to live and everything, and so she put the trap on this nigga. That's the same trap Amanda had. I don't think her and Jigsaw was assuming that this nigga would have got out that trap. I think she put that trap on that nigga. She had him tied or, his cuffed to the fucking chair. She left because that was supposed to be the end of that nigga. But then the will to live shit came. He the first nigga that really, really had this type of like reaction.
I don't agree with you.
No, well, nobody else has ever been able to do this.
Lawrence Gordon.
No, I don't think that's the same. I think that's a little bit different.
So much that he cut his own foot off.
Well, Lawrence Gordon didn't have the. So Lawrence Gordon was a little different.
That's how he was supposed to get out the trap, neither. So I view it as.
I don't think Lawrence Gordon even had the will to live, nigga. He thought his family was dead and shit.
Well, beyond that, but like he has the will to live for them, so they can live. I feel like.
Nah, he wanted. I don't think that's what it was. I think he was trying to. He thought his family are dead or some shit, and the nigga
I see is a motherfucker getting out of trap through a way they not supposed to get out of trap, and they had to.
But he didn't. Lawrence Gordon didn't have a 60-second counter neither.
Shit, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like,
this nigga literally had a time limit he had to break that. That's not an easy trap to get out of either. That's how much will this nigga had. And so even though like niggas might not like it, I get it. Like it makes perfect sense to me. I don't think it's nothing in this movie where I can say it's just really bad writing. I think everything.
What do y'all think, man?
Who else told me a bunch of times this is bad writing?
I don't think it's bad writing. It's plot armor.
You can say it's plot armor. It makes sense to me. Like I get what happened.
Yeah, like you can imply the will to live thing here if you want, and that's fine. I like the breakdown as far as having something positive to say, but it's still just like, come on, bro, you broke out of this chair and managed to put your face in a window and stop this trap from opening.
And the window just happened to have some bars on it,
like come on, man, you did that shit with a second on the clock.
Time limit, nigga.
Yeah, come on, man, plot armor for sure. But
hey Trey, okay, true, but. What about you could kind of say that to a lesser degree for what's Buddy name that was in this movie the insurance guy
Will Williamson.
Yeah, Will. So William, you can say that like the nigga got out the thing and ran into the fucking thing with a second left. So I mean, it's kind of similar. Like it had a second on the clock.
I mean, fucking Rig just ran with a second left.
Borrowing shit from the past movie. This movie is ass, bro.
But I feel like they do that. For all these movies.
So
they just reusing the same shit,
bro.
They reusing some of the same shit for us. maybe 10 to be different.
I won't say it's bad writing, but I do think that I think there's a possibility that the original ending was just him getting smoked and but they probably got greenlit for another movie and realized they had to do some
multiple endings.
So they had to change that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
They are popping these hoes out once a fucking year, bro.
I mean, that's finna end though.
Right here, right?
Yeah, when did the gap happen?
After this, Saw 7 is the end of this timeline.
Well, no, he's asking
Saw 3D?
a year apart.
Saw 3 fucking D, bro.
Saw 3D. Did you see
it in
3D?
That's what I'm saying. Like after the next
not.
one, that's the end of this timeline. Then there's a big gap.
I literally had to fuck a bitch to watch this movie, Slim.
No, I meant
when I was 3D, like fucking 19. No, that's what I'm talking about. Not this one. I'm talking about when I was like 18 or something. A bitch like her mama rented that hoe. I was like, hey, what's up? Let me see
I don't think that's completely true what you said, Trey.
I was gonna say, nigga, I swear to God, nigga.
I don't know about
Who
you
else
and
thought
what
you
you
was
be
gonna
doing,
question
bro.
that nigga?
Never cap
What he
on no
did
bitch.
when he was
Oh
in
God,
school.
I had to fucking bitch to watch the hoe.
I don't.
What
I
isn't
don't get that
necessarily true?
close. Hold on, Trey. Like, what is that? I don't get it. Like,
I
you
thought you
wasn't
was
able to
talking to
watch
me.
that movie yourself? Like,
No, somebody mom rented it.
okay. And you wanted to see that host, so like, you
Yeah,
was
because
like,
I was
yeah.
big on the Saw shit. Pause.
Oh,
Like,
that's crazy. But yeah, Trey. What I was saying is like, because I think like, no, because I think Jigsaw also ties in with the timeline. You got Saw 3D
which
and
one?
Jigsaw.
This next one?
No, the one after Saw
What's
8.
that? Jigsaw?
Jigsaw.
I never
Yeah.
saw Jigsaw, so
Neither.
I was saying that at the end of Saw 3D, which is Saw 7, that is essentially the end of the Hoffman shit.
Okay.
But I ain't want to say too much. But I've never seen Jigsaw.
Yeah,
I know how Saw
none of them, so don't
ends.
say anything.
Have y'all seen Spiral?
Nope.
I just said I ain't seen none of
You
them.
think I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
haven't
watch
seen
some
anything
shit with
after
Chris
Saw
Rock in
3D.
it?
Yes, but
KTL,
this
you
was
watched
before
that
he
hoe on
got
the plane.
I
slapped.
seen the nigga
I
smack
remember.
the fuck out that
Yeah,
nigga.
but that was before he got slapped.
Nah, I knew he had it in his blood. I ain't watching
That's
that
fair. I know a couple people like that. What you said, Slim?
You watched Spiral on the plane, didn't you? I remember.
Facts.
That
But
sound
all
like a
right,
bar.
so yeah, that's the end of the movie, man. Let's get to the ratings and the final thoughts, man.
On the plane.
Slim, you want to go first?
Of course not.
He gotta get his facts together.
Yeah, he make
Yeah,
sure you have an
ratings together,
accurate number
boss.
of them hoes this time, bro. Last time they said you was counting wrong.
Yeah.
I counted completely right, and I told
Nah,
you.
my man's told me too. He said he was waiting for the third one.
Go back to the end, man. I said two of them like together.
Hey Moses, you ever listen to this? Tell this nigga you count, bro.
Slim
I ain't gonna ask you what somebody else just ask me about you. I'm gonna wait till this shit end.
It's on footage. Ask me
Motherfucker
anything.
just asked about him.
Yeah, they just asked, bro. They just asked
what
me
they
something
say,
about
boss?
bro.
Oh,
I ain't gonna tell you till it's over with.
You can't tell me live on the air. You got 2 viewers.
Should I go first? Or
like 2 we asked.
One of y'all want to go first? Well, like we probably we've been
somebody
on this
just go
for 2
hours,
hell? Bro.
I'll
just go, nigga.
I don't mind going. I was just saying we've been on here.
You want to go first? Pause.
No, bro. I actually want to go after you. Pause.
Okay, I'll go. Yeah, this movie was ass, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this shit. Same shit. I was bored as fuck the first 25 minutes. I enjoyed the traps. Yeah, the traps was dope. All of them. But just the dialogue was ass. The back and forth. Oh, I did this. Oh, I'm William Williamson. And I hold everybody. Now I gotta be a good guy and save all the bitches. It's ass. I hate this fucking movie.
He sound like you for real.
No, he don't. I don't save no hoes, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
In a trap?
In a trap? Some hoes in a trap?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: that black nigga is out of here. He's not getting saved, but he's the fuck out of here.
Black people, bro. I told you.
No, I love black people, just not him. Okay. This shit getting repetitive, bro. Like maybe because we keep watching it over and over and over fucking again. That might be the reason why, but I'm getting tired of this shit, bro. I'm not excited anymore. Yeah, you're gonna do some super twist that you're gonna bring back from fucking 45 minutes ago. We're gonna put it. It's the same shit, bro. It's not impressive no more, bro.
They're gonna give a little backstory for the last
movie. This shit is ass. I'm done with it, bro. I'm over it. And I got fucking 4 more movies of this shit.
Hell
5, nigga. Next.
No, it's 4.
Don't give a fuck.
He
5.
give it a 5.
Damn, it's 5. Okay.
Yes, 5.5 actually.
5. Oh, that's your rating.
Yes, 5.5.
Oh, I thought you were saying 5 movies. Okay.
Oh no, fuck 5 movies. 5.5.
Okay. All right, I'll go.
Sick of this shit.
I really think this might. I think this might be my favorite Saw movie so far, man. That's why I wanted to go because I knew you was gonna hate on it. But like I really can't think of like some shit that I didn't like in this movie, except like I think the twist might have been kind of underwhelming. Like it's cool, but it's not nothing like really crazy in my opinion. I think like my complaint because like I said, the last one was probably my least favorite one, bro. All they did was, oh yeah, it's a trap, and then it's these 2 white men, and it's a trap, and then it's these 2 white men. You know what I'm saying? Like I I don't like that dynamic. But here, I feel like they did a much better job of like, keeping my interest with different storylines that were going on. You feel me? Like this shit right here. I know Hoffman bitch ass is the killer, bro. Don't have me trying to watch a motherfucker figure out, oh, like what the fuck? No. Why like let me watch this motherfucker go about now that he think he got away with some shit and then have a motherfucker turn tables on his bitch ass. You feel me? The fucking guy who was in the trap, he was a piece of shit more so than about 75 to 80% of the people I've seen in these hoes. He deserved to be in that hoe. So like that was good. You had some great John Kramer, expositional work in terms of like his backstory. That was great. You feel me? All the traps was cold in my opinion. The steam one was kind of meh, but like it was cold. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. Like, Buddy was really just a piece of shit. He was just out here saving bitches. You feel me? Like they misdirected you to think that was his family the whole time. No, that was cold. He died in the end in a fucked up ass way, and they brought back one of the coldest lines where a motherfucker said, like, "Hey, bro, you think it's the living that's gonna judge you, but it's the dead that have claim to your soul." And that's exactly what happened to his bitch ass.
That was
bro.
dope right there. That was
Like,
crazy.
I really think that hoe is cold. Like, I liked this bitch a lot, and maybe I'm rating it a little bit higher because of how bad the last one was. But like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll probably get this hoe like a 9. One of y'all.
Fuck that nigga.
It's a fair point. Go ahead, Slim.
Would you like me to go?
I got it. Again, I think I am. I like these movies, bro. What I really liked about this one is that it was the first time I really felt like it was like conscious thought. Like I think in the last one, we watched the contestants like have to think and get themselves out of it. And this one, it was like a guy getting them out of it, which I guess was essentially the case in Saw 3 with Jeff. Like he was like supposed to get the motherfuckers out of it, but he was ass, and it was like one person at a time. I think we really had to watch a nigga like make choices here. Like he really had to like decide between this and that. And I feel like this was the first time I felt like a motherfucker was really gonna learn something if he was gonna learn anything. And I thought that was pretty dope. I thought the traps were great across the board. There was not a trap. I don't really care for the steam trap. That one wasn't like dope like that. But I think the rest of the traps were fucking ice cold. I'm sick of Hoffman, honestly. That's probably where my downside is. I'm sick of that nigga. Like he getting off plot armor is wicked. Because like what the fuck is he talking about? That shit fake. Other than that, the movie is solid. I think it's a solid movie. I don't like it as much as 5, but I still like it. I have yet to find a movie that I don't like. I think watching them in repetition, you can't get sick of it when like who else saying like it's really just like recycled themes and shit's like, oh my god, we gotta punish another motherfucker who needs to be redeemed but ultimately dies in the end anyway. Just like that's kind of ass. I think maybe to like flip the script would have been cool. Like if one of them niggas would have survived. Like if one of them niggas, like nobody has learned their lesson, or if they did, they died anyway. Like nobody has survived to be like the revelation or experience the point of the fucking Jigsaw traps. And I think that's ass after 6 movies that not one person who has gone through these trials has survived to be changed. But other than that, I think it's still pretty good. I'm gonna go 7.5.
Yeah, I think this movie is cool, man. I don't really like it as much as the rest of them. I think this is my least favorite. But since I haven't seen any of these movies, bro, I do like what's going on. I like the story. The story is kind of what's keeping my interest because I'm watching it to see what's happening next, pretty much, because I don't know what's gonna happen next. All these traps was fire. I think these are my favorite traps. I heard what y'all said about the steam trap. I don't think it was ass. I think the fact that he had to try to guide that bitch kind of makes it better. Like he had to help that bitch. Like I know they had the shit where, when he tried to help her, he got the steam in his face and shit. That was whatever. But I think the whole dynamic of it was like for one, it looked cool. The shit looked cool. that whole little atmosphere looked kind of cool. And then whenever she kind of flipped the script on that nigga, where she was trying to kill this nigga, is like, okay, well, it's turning up a little bit more. But I mean, I like all these traps. Yeah, man. The Jill Tuck shit too. That shit was predictable. We didn't really talk much about that, but that shit was predictable to me from the very beginning. And I think I actually predicted that shit like whenever it happened. I think it was the last movie when he gave her that box. I knew what the fuck that was. I knew what was finna happen. So I knew that shit was gonna happen. The ending also wasn't really as good as the rest of the endings to me. A lot of times I feel like the endings to these movies be like the best part a lot. Like they be crazy. This one I didn't really care for it that much. It was the revelation that wasn't do like son and wife, like that was fire. But I mean, outside of that, it wasn't really that crazy to me. So yeah, man. Let me go ahead and get into my trivia, man, for Puos. So
it's for Puos.
That's a fact. So this shit had the lowest opening weekend of any Saw film. They only made 14 million opening weekend on this. It's the lowest fucking grossing Saw film ever. This bitch ain't even get over 100. Every other one got over 100. This bitch got 68 million worldwide box office. Paranormal Activity came out 2009 as well. So obviously Paranormal Activity.
That's what it was. They was getting smoked by some shit that's not of this world.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity, and that was the first one. So
that's what I'm saying. Like it's a double. Like this shit had never been seen before, neither.
That's a fact. This whole got banned in Thailand. I heard they had a lot of different issues with this shit, like the rating and shit, and some shit like they was what it was like promoting like extreme violence or some extreme gore or some dumbass shit. So they had like some problems with all that shit, man. This the first time Amanda shot some new scenes since Saw 3. Shout out to that bitch. She got some work.
Shout out Amanda.
Yep. Same shit I said last week about Strom. This nigga Hoffman ain't know whether he was gonna live or die because they did like multiple endings and shit. And one of the endings, KTL, like you said, they was gonna do some shit where that nigga Strom had set up like a revenge trap for this nigga, and he was gonna die in that hoe. But they ended up scrapping that bitch.
That would have been kind of stupid.
I think it would have been stupid as fuck too. That shit was ass. And last thing, man, this shit is the only Saw film that didn't have the audio tape playing at the end of the movie where they like explaining the shit to the people. You know, like every other one, they had like Jigsaw at the end.
Right.
The last one, Hoffman was at the end talking on the tape and shit. They didn't do that shit in this movie at all. So that's one of the little Saw tropes that they missed out on. And I feel like they've been missing shit. Cause like last week they didn't do Game Over. This week they did Game Over, but they didn't do the little tape at the end explaining what the fuck happened to shit. So it's like, I know they got like different directors that they got coming in and everything, but I feel like when it's like these type of franchises, it's like certain shit that should just be like a staple that should just be in every movie. So I feel like they're missing, you know.
I got a comment about that.
Yeah.
I would say a big reason why they probably didn't. Two possibilities. One, that is like it's John Kramer's shit though, for the most part, like having the tape play. And then like even though Hoffman had the very last one, that nigga kind of was a little tied up. You feel me? Like it's a good reason why he wasn't recording the tape.
So that's a fact. Like, and so like you said, Jigsaw, John Kramer did them in every other movie except I think the last movie. Hoffman was the one doing it. I feel like they could have just did the same thing with like somebody, because you know they did it with Game Over. Like they have different people say Game Over. Like Amanda said it, John said it, Jill just said it this time. I feel like they could have did it with somebody else. Maybe Jill, maybe you know, John could have had like a pre-recorded tape, since he had these pre-recorded fucking VHS tapes or whatever the fuck they are for these niggas.
I guess it would have been, but who would the tape have been for, though? You know what I mean?
Well, this trap
They
was for
could
this
have had
nigga.
one for Hoffman.
Yeah, this trap was for Hoffman. Like John set that
John
up.
Kramer explained that, like, because if he left the picture, he could have left the tape to Jill saying, like, yeah,
he left
I
the
knew
tape.
you would,
he left the picture. He left the box with the trap
like,
in it.
like I knew you was. I left this as a contingency if you went off the rails type shit.
I was testing you. Well, he was testing the nigga the whole time because you remember they had the little flashback where Amanda was like, "When you gonna get your test?" He's like, "I don't get tested or whatever." Like this nigga was gonna get tested regardless at some point. I think it was just he was waiting till he died, I guess. But this nigga just passed the test, so let's see what the fuck happens next week.
Passed, quote unquote.
Big bad would live, man.
Shout out to Trap, man.
Fuck out of her.
But I give it a 7, man. So let's see what the fuck that is.
Shout out to Will to Live.
I don't know, it might be a 7.5. That's what popped up. About 7.5, man, for Saw 6, I guess.
More hoes.
Yes.
What you gave that hoe, Trey?
7.5.
Trey gave it a 7.5. I gave it a 7. KTL, you gave it a 8.
You gave it a 9.
A 9. Puos, you gave it a 5.5. That makes sense. That's definitely a fucking 7.5. That makes perfect sense.
More hoes,
next,
baby.
man.
All right, man.
It's a fraud in there, Slim.
What?
A fraud ass nigga in Saw 3D.
Facts.
Big bad imposter syndrome.
I bet. when we doing the next one?
Next week.
Next
Tuesday?
Yeah, because we got the Great Gatsby tomorrow, and then I ain't watching no more movies this week.
I'm good Tuesday.
Niggas
Trey said I ain't watching no more movies.
Yeah, I don't watch movies like that, nigga. I need to take a break.
Hey, you've been watching movies the last how many weeks?
Too many, bro, because I don't like watching movies like that. I've been really trying to commit to doing this shit, and it's ass because I don't.
You a movie nigga now, bro?
Yeah, I don't like taking out that much time on my day,
movies.
What, an hour and a half, Trey?
Yeah, nigga, you know what I can do an hour and a half of my life? Nigga, I'm lit. An hour and a half for me is like 4 days for some of you regular ass.
You got 24 of them hoes.
4 days.
Trey, you got 24 of them hoes.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Hour and a half. Nigga, you know how much shit I can get done hour and a half?
We streaming next Thursday, man. It's lit, man. Niggas pull up.
Yeah, niggas know what time it is next Thursday. This shit gonna be
lit.
Crazy.
Watching no more movies after that.
Big bad Louis.
Pulse, I got a question.
What up?
If we we watching Saw 3D on Tuesday, you said we doing 2 of them next week, huh?
Yeah, we don't got a choice.
What day will we do the other one on? If you stream on Thursday,
we can do it Thursday.
Okay.
I took off
before you stream.
It don't matter. I can stop for an hour and a half because it ain't gonna be 2 hours. I can guarantee you that.
This whole 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that.
Somebody
next
sign
Thursday.
us out, man. Sign us out.
I ain't signing shit out.
Man. Hey man, Real Rap Coalition podcast. Why is that funny? Like I did exactly what you asked me to do. What is going on? Hey man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Real Rap Coalition podcast, man. Crash Out session number 6. Be back next Tuesday.
Is that what this shit called?
You're gonna be back tomorrow, huh?
Well, yeah, but for Crash Out session next Tuesday, we cover
Crash Course, Trey.
Crash Course. It's Crash Out, nigga. Fuck that.
That stepbrother shit was Crash Up.
Yeah, this shit ain't been no different. You heard how them niggas was cutting into each other an hour ago. That shit
that shit was an hour ago.
Yeah,
what
we
you
been
was
on this
doing,
shit
Trey?
for a minute. I was listening. Listen to you niggas argue.
Oh, you ain't cutting to shit today?
How the fuck is this whole this long of a podcast?
Yeah, I joined. Y'all was 40 minutes in, and I
seen that. We was like at the very beginning of the movie. Then
this movie is an hour and 30 minutes, bro.
Yeah, man, we could have watched this shit twice.
My good brother KTL didn't have the time today. Like maybe he would have regulated shit, man. He couldn't
never.
see the time.
That nigga can't regulate his own shit. All right, so Real Rap Coalition podcast, man. Tune in tomorrow. We covering The Great Gatsby. Tune in next Tuesday. We covering Saw 7, the final chapter on our crash course, whatever the fuck. We crashing something. It's lit though, man. Pull up. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Follow us on all social medias.